Oh, sorry, didn't see you there. We were all having a wonderful Christmas party by ourselves. Hi, everyone. Lovely to see you here. Welcome to EUphoria, Heart City Beneath. We are live with our second part of the show, but it's a very special stream indeed because we are raising funds for War Child UK. Deck to Dice, it's been going on since last week. We had another campaign running, like the Vicen system. It was very, very good. Check out the VODs. But War Childs, what are they? You've probably heard of them. They were just registered charity working to protect, educate, and stand up for the rights of children affected by violent conflict. They are currently active in a lot of high conflict regions right now, and they could really, really use your help. And that's also why we set up the donation charity stream this way. What is Euphoria? We are a collective of European-based talent putting on shows, art like this, so you can tap in and not have to conform to the tyranny of American time zones all that much. And also because there's so much talent in Europe already, and there's, we all need platforms. Hell yeah. Hi, this is all talent, by the way. We have two giveaways that we will resolve tonight. Not one, not two. Well, there's two. Not one, not three, but there's just two. One, Rune Fable dice giveaway. Artisanal dice sets. What? From a independent store in Leeds, dice making workshop, donated this wonderful dice set to support the cause, support the War Child UK charity cause. So enter this giveaway with the chat message, !dice giveaway. And that's would give you a chance of victory, of more, of aleatory wonder. Hell yes. Second giveaway, a digital copy of the very game we're going to be playing, Heart the City Beneath. Do you want to be playing this wonderful game that is about seeking your innermost desire, but first having to do a lot of work for in a hellscape underground? Yes, you do. Enter this giveaway by typing into the chat, game giveaway. Thank you so much. All right, with that all out of the way, we can get to the introduction part, not yet the game. Haha, fooled you. I'm Ruben. Pronouns they, he. I am a queer activist. I'm a TTRPG enthusiast and cat dad based in The Hague, the Netherlands. Woo, that's who I am. And joining me at this table tonight, four lovely individuals. And we're going to do completely random. We're going to start with Jen this time. Jen, please introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Jen Vaughn. My pronouns are she, they. Quick description, I am a light-skinned person with long black hair, and I have some very sturdy cardboard antlers attached to my head, as well as a little deer nose and a little bit of blood, fake blood, on my face. I will be... Should I say my character too? Sorry.
Yes, please.
Yes. I will be playing Garland, pronouns they, them, who is a reindeer null deadwalker. That's right. These horns aren't just fancy. They're in canon. I'm very excited to kick somebody's ass this time. Can't say who.
Can't say who. Absolutely. Chirag, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Chirag Aznani. I'm an South Asian man, black hair, bit of a black beard, in a brown jumper, and I'm playing Arga Christmas, a null Vithian knight. His pronouns are either he, him, or ho ho. 'Tis the season, and he's fine. He's doing great. He's a little messed up in the head right now, but he was before he started the campaign. So we'll see how he does. He'll be fine. It's for the children.
For the children. Remember, everything we do is for the children. All right. Taylor, how about you?
Whoa, hi, it's Tay, she, they. I'm based in Iceland, and if I were to describe myself, it would not match what I look like the rest of the time. But that's okay, because today I'm wearing a wig, which is what I do on the internet most days. It's light blue. There's a bunch of crap on top, little balls and berries and, Christmas stuff. And I'm wearing a tinsel. Weird, but that's the vibe, and I'm doing this because I am playing Twirly Gig Sizzle Grell, known to their friends as Gig Grell, a half human, half gnoll, junk mage heart song Christmas obsessive that is out to steal Christmas back because someone took it. And that's it.
And then last but not least, Christopher.
Hello, I'm Christopher. I am a brown-skinned Black American. I am wearing a red jumper and a red velvet face mask and a lot of rings, and that is to play my character, Tarragon Glassheart, Incarnadine, Red Priest, High Elf, who is in service of the Lord of Debt. Very greedy, not very Christmassy, but I'm still here for the children.
For the children. All right, thank you so much. And looking back, self-description real quick. I am light-skinned individual wearing glasses. I've got short reddish brown hair. I'm wearing a wonderful Christmas jumper that says, "Because it's Christmas." Hello. It's because it's Christmas. All right. And that's what I look like for you tonight. What are we playing? We're playing Heart, the City Beneath. It's going to be a D10 based dice system. There's going to be a whole lot of rolling involved, a whole lot of description. But first things first, be safe. Keep yourself safe. There's going to be some content warnings, violence, bloodshed, horror-based content warnings, I would say. If that is something that you're not comfortable with or something that you just need a break from, then that's all good. Keep yourself safe, protect your heart, etc., etc. All right. One last question. Are we all ready to do this fucking thing? Woo, yeah.
Jingle, jangle, let's get spangled.
Jangle, jangle, let's get spangled. All right. With that, we reconvene on a intricate, narratively composed scene with a little context needed. We have 4 of our characters here. They entered a large hole that appeared in the ground that was forever blowing some kind of snow, covering the city of Derelictus in a blanket of white, wonderful substance that makes all the children happy, makes everyone want to give out gifts, and collapses the economy immediately.
Cocaine.
Why are they here? Well, for their own personal and maybe even perverted reasons, but they ended up here, ended up entering a contest organized by one Galavant Salavant, a steward of sorts of this industrial Christmas zone. Imagine if Christmas was a Sonic factory level. That's kind of what we're looking at here. This contest was not immediately entered, but rather a quick, shall we say, socialist light detour was taken to free up the factory workers stuck in this continuous Christmas production line. Meeting Pam Vanderdam, an occult union leader trying to rise up to the occasion, free the bonds of labor, but then seeming a little confused as to what to do next. Our heroes took a cart ride to the first stage of the contest, a little later than supposed to, and finding there an arch, a little balloon arch with a plate of a little table, a plate of cookies and milk. And then someone ate the cookie, and then someone had their jaw blown clean off by the cookie, which was an explosive. Turns out the contest is going a little different now, with Galavant Salavant appearing mad as can be at these 4 adventurers, for Christmas ruiners. But we ended on Santa, a root-like structure growing rapidly from our surroundings, to investigate the current charges of, is everyone acting nice? So that's where we zoom in. We have this towering, sort of like gnarled bark consisting creature from like far beyond the ridges of like the current area where you're in. It's got like a seed face with a single sort of like red seed as its core that serves as its head and its eye, with the membrane sort of like covering over it in a globe shape. And some plants have white fluff, and that's what we're kind of going for, as this fluff grows into a knotted, strong-looking, multi-tiered beard that sways and sheds a kind of sublimating snow, shall we call it. And with its giant red organic sort of like eye, it beholds all of you and says, "There has been a charge that Christmas is being jeopardized. Gallivant Salivant, my trusted steward," sort of like cracking to swerve its head to look at Gallivant Salivant. "What is the situation?" And Gallivant Salivant right now is being subdued by all four of you. He sort of like this well-dressed but ever-drooling man, sort of like forming a puddle beneath the ground, beneath him on the ground or wherever he goes. And he kind of like looks up at all of you and is like, it's in your best interest that I might reply. You don't want to incur the wrath of Santa.
Okay, like steps aside if he's like crowding over, so he's not like pressing down, and he looks up. You said it's like a plant that's like grown out of the ground, so it's like got long roots going into the earth.
Yes. Why don't you give me a discern check real quick?
But I don't wanna discern anything else.
Discern. Let's call it wild.
Discern and wild, risky or standard?
Standard. No risk or stress if you fail.
We have
Discern
5.
wild. All right. What you see is that this creature calling itself Santa is growing from beyond a ridge that you can currently see. It's part of the terrain, this terrain that is kind of like various Christmas materials that is constantly shifting through various stages of its sort of like what it can be as a component. There's like toys being mined, there's like cheer being harvested, and this, you only see that it is lodged in place and not shifting with the terrain. Yeah.
I look down, see the roots that go down, see the lack of feet, and I look at the others and I just say, like, the guy we sold those pictures to are going to be really disappointed to find out the truth.
That's a really good point, and I did write something about this in my GM notes. I want to I think let's zoom into the mind of Twirligig right here.
Oh
because
no.
because
Take us out.
you did sell feet pics of Santa to someone who genuinely believed that these were the genuine article. It was a full set, I believe, or you only like it was
Only 9.
like 7, like nine out of like the
But
20.
one of them was excellent.
One of them was excellent,
And that was temporary.
and an excellent quality in a weird way, because like you as a junk mage have this ability to cause things to accumulate value when you need it to be valuable. That upstaging caused the authenticity to be real. In a way, this is Santa's feet pics, and in a way, you understand that Santa might be a multi-dimensional variform existence,
Ooh.
because the feet pics don't lie, is the thing.
Yeah. I
They
believe that.
leave prints in the ground of our memory, of our soul. Stay with us. There's archaeologists that are finding like 6,000-year-old footprints, and it's teaching us so much about culture, about like how history forms, really. And that's the exact same what's happening here because you sold feet pics of Santa.
There you go.
You know a version of the truth.
That's one way to say.
Oh,
Real fast, can I heal my jaw with some of my bootleg excuse me, puppy chow that I have?
yes, absolutely.
Or at least enough so I can talk to my compatriots. So
Yes. So give yourself a mendrol. Let's say mend Warren, and see if you can sort of like patch things up enough. Also, we are all having to don our gay apparel, so I'm going to put on this.
oh, okay.
Another 5. All right. So you're looking around for like, is there anything to sort of like, is there enough time, room, opportunity to actually sit down and deal with this half open like jaw situation? And there kind of isn't. Not the tension is really, really high, and there's also just like not enough equipment for you to do it right now. You can try to talk, but it's,
Question
yes,
about that.
go for
I
it.
did take a minor ability in between these games called Mark of the Weaver that would
Oh,
allow me to fix someone or something in a matter of seconds, even if it would normally take hours of careful work.
let's freaking
Fix
go.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fix the mouth. How do you sort of like this Mark of the Weaver disability?
Yes.
What does it look like for Gig to like use this?
Well, in the book it says that your hands are covered in spiderweb ink, but I imagine that this is Christmas filigree.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, we're talking like high-grade ornaments. You know what I mean?
Are we talking tinsel?
We're talking tinsel.
And I'm sorry, is this the look of the magic or what you're replacing my jaw with?
I think that there is no way to replace your jaw without that pattern transferring to you.
Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
And the way that it's going to happen to you is I just kind of sidle over. I'm just going to pop you on the mouth.
Oh. Oh,
It's Christmas magic!
Burly Gig, you've done it. And I assume my teeth are just catch it like a disco ball, just catching so much light that people kind of
Yes.
have to look away occasionally. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. I actually forgot what I wanted to say at this point. I've been in shock for so long. But she turns to Tarragon and to Augur and Gig. Is Santa an invasive species? Like a vine? Is he choking the life out of something that lived here before?
You could ask him.
You were here before us, shouldn't you know?
Well, when I was here as one of the original members on his reindeer staff before they could fly. I mean, he was always here. I grew up, like in the stables, pumping iron, getting sweaty.
Did he look like this?
He definitely had feet.
The feet are true.
Or sorry,
established-
Ruben, is that true?
Well, feet, yeah.
That's true.
As you say feet out loud, you see the sort of like Santa root growth sort of like shake its beard, and you don't see a visible like a voice box, right? There's no way for it to seemingly to emit sound, but you hear it suddenly go, what can I say? Santa was in a bind. Hold on. So sorry. We had feet pick song donation
right.
goal, and we need I need to get this in. So
Do you want me to ask my question again? I can ask my question again. Boom, boom, and you see Garland start up and down and up and down. Hear the sleigh bells on the mountains, hear the snow bells in my mouth. Thank you, Gig, for these new teeth. It's coming north to south. Did Santa have feet before? And Garland just yells.
Yes!
The greatest wish of children over land near and far was to see a little bit of feet covered in tar. I didn't know quite why, I didn't understand. That's the transformative wish-granting power of Christmas land.
What?
Those pictures you hold, where did you obtain them? I thought no one would find them, much less ever see the light of day.
I understand, Santa. You were young. You needed the money.
Santa needed a quick buck, is the thing.
This was before the Coca-Cola adverts came in. We understand, before that money came in.
And the malls.
This was before Coca-Cola, before the malls, and kind of having to deal with banks that may or may not fund certain operations overseas. But hey, you do what you can.
For the children.
No, that was for Santa.
Got it.
That was
Gallivant, do you want to interrupt this conversation?
You see Gallivant sort of like, Santa, I swear, whatever's going on, there really is a kerfuffle happening with the Christmas time. We have set up this contest of the niceties to determine who is and who isn't nice. And these people are naughty as the stars in the cosmos.
I think that's quite unfair. You were the naughty one, if I recall.
There's like a sudden freeze, sort of all the particles in the air freeze for just a moment as Santa like picks up on what you're saying, Tarragon, and sort of like shifts its head, turns towards to look at you. Is this true? Were you also, and points like grows rather a gnarled finger to just like go push against like Salavant's. So like it like goes towards the point at his torso and then like branches so it doesn't hit the drool stream. Is this true? Were you also naughty? Gallivant is going to has a retort, has an argument ready. Does anyone want to sort of like get in quick before he gets to say his thing?
Sure. I like point, and I'm like, we're not the ones who put a bomb in the cookies. That's not very nice behavior.
Fair enough.
A bomb in the cookies. There's like a Christmas Carol happening because such shock, such admission of
those cookies were the bomb only, literally, not metaphorically.
They didn't have enough cinnamon, and sort of like smashes to ground. Gallivant Salomon sort of like bumps up, and actually give me a compel roll, a compel with mastery to see if you convince Santa.
Not to be weird, but Gig is loading her blunderbuss.
Absolutely. No.
Compel with technology because I'm discussing the bomb, or compel with something else?
I'll give you the technology one. Yeah.
All right then. All right. Standard or risky?
This is the standard one.
Critical success.
That's a huge critical. Merry Christmas. All right. So you convinced, like you say this about the cookies, and I think you add like technological understanding, like some technical detail.
There was no cinnamon in the nitroglycerin. I'm gone through all the chemical thing. It's not accurate.
It's like you get up like a little recipe list, like you compiled together and show it to Santa. And it's like, this is not according to OSHA or deliciousness standards. And there's like a root cocoon forming around Gal and Salad, who's like, no, sorry, please, they were the ones, please, they were the ones.
Surely you could have added ginger.
Like, that's too spicy for me. And it's like, you hear the cocoon close, and just a little like tap 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 from inside, and the cocoon actually sort of like is pulled away, like strung along to where Santa like grows from. Santa turns its attention back to you, and goes, for pointing out a flaw in the merrymaking of this year's contest of the niceties, I want to reward all of you for this act of nicety. And sort of like from its beard, it's sort of like it grows a little branch to grab something from its beard, and it like puts it in front of the four of you. So like four nicely packed gifts that seems to shift into another present box as you look at it. And Santa, the cops are coming for Santa. Finally.
At last, I called them weeks ago.
This madman has to be stopped visiting people's houses, breaking, entering. My God.
Stealing Christmas for everyone.
For everyone. No, this Santa then says, seek in your heart of hearts. Do you want this gift to be something true to you, to remind you of what it means to be a child waking up, unwrapping presents, having that sense of anticipation and desire fulfilled in a way that you might feel was a little cheap? Or do you want something that is practical, suited to your current endeavors of finding out what it means to be inside of Christmas? So basically the choice of, do you want something related to your character, or do you want something related to a good, cool mechanic?
The way he phrased it made Arga just like have a 1,000-yard stare. He said, don't you want to go back to the anticipation of plenty opening presents? He goes back. He's never gotten a present. He's never been on a nice list. So he's just like, he's like, no, I can't go back. No, don't make me go back there. No.
Give me are you like visibly sort of like going through it?
Yeah, I'm visibly like, I have the even through the goggles, like it's definitely like you can like tell steam's coming out of the armor. Like he is shaking a little bit.
Oh my God.
Give me... he will take a while to respond.
Okay, what was your pick? Sorry.
Once I come through, and if no one saves me from myself, it will be the practical.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you all see Arger just kind of like going through it, 1,000-yard stare, shell-shocked, elf-shocked, I guess.
Elf on the shelf shocked.
Elf on the shelf shocked. What did the rest of you do?
Well, Garland is going to run up to Santa and just go, Santa, I don't want a gift. No, wait, I do. I want the truth.
I mean,
Points a little
I'll take an
cloven
extra
hoof.
gift if you don't want yours.
Yeah, fine.
Santa regards you, Garland, and says, you have made a giant sacrifice for the sake of Christmas, and I recognize that. I understand what you've been going through and how important it was, but who are you?
Garland just smiles real big with these new fancy Christmas ornament tinsel teeth, and recognizes when she's being middle managemented. Like,
Ooh.
I just like a big old like roll of the shoulders, and I would like to, if this is okay,
Mm-hmm.
step into the gray while we're in the heart.
Ooh.
I think death
Oh.
follows close. So, up.
Let's see, because going
I'm sorry,
into
enter the gray. I mean,
enter
sorry.
the gray, right? Let's see, entering the gray, because there is a little time component. It
Oh, yeah.
takes around 10 minutes of presentation. So I will say that if you want to push yourself and sort of like enter the gray, like it's like snap there essentially. I'm gonna make it a dangerous roll.
Okay, that's perfect.
You can also choose to sort of like do prep, right?
Yeah. Now we'll push it. Should I? So normally it's easy for me, but it says it's a delve plus religion roll for other people. So.
Are you going to take everyone with you to the gray?
Oh no, I would just take myself.
Field trip.
Sorry.
Yay! Woo!
I said guilt trip and but not field trip. No. She just wants to see if a quick moment if she can see if he's still got a soul or if he's even made of that sort of magic stuff anymore.
Yeah, and I think like as a Deadwalker, going into the gray lets you see like the reflectiveness of someone's soul, of someone's like being like in this shimmering zone. And someone just donated to give the next player advantage, so you're gonna have knack on the next roll. Give me let's say a let's give me a delve religion roll.
Okay, delve religion. And it was risky, but I can add, sorry, you said knack to it. So
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right. Nope. Plus, let's go.
Hey, that is a good 9. Wonderful. It was right. It was dangerous, but you rolled a 9 in the first one, so you're totally good. Yeah. How does it look like for Garland to enter the gray?
First of all, thank you, Drecky, for that donation. And then second, for Garland, because she's or excuse me, because they are be-antlered, they take a little bit of their little spit from their tongue, put it on the tip of each antler, and then they just sort of rip through the veil and step in.
I love that. Sort of like
And,
you buck open, like so like do you disappear while you're doing the motion, or do you like buck open a portal for you to step through?
I think I become a shadow version of myself for everyone else. So sort of like a hero.
What? Oh my god, came prepared.
Okay. All right.
My goodness.
So what does Santa baby look like here in the gray?
You enter the gray, and sort of like the first thing you see, you like rise like out of the shadowy ashes around you. The gray is a desolate version of like a desolate intermediary plane of reality in heart. Right now, what you're seeing is candy cane fields. Like outside of the gray, kind of barren, kind of like industrialized. Here there's so much cheer, jolliness, color, and you see that the root structure of Santa looming over the four of you is not here, meaning that whatever is sort of like whatever Santa is bound to one plane of reality and doesn't have like several shades. Let's say it doesn't have several
layers or
yeah, in the same sense, like you, like people see you as a shadow version in like the base world, and in the gray you see everyone as like a shadow version. You look at where Santa would be, there is no shadow. There's like, actually give me a quick discern roll.
Okay.
All right, totally fine. You do see a little bit of the snow still here.
Okay, so I can see
In the
the
gray.
snow.
Yeah.
Everyone else looks like a shadow. My compatriots look like shadows.
Yeah.
Okay. No Santa. All right. I'm sorry. Garland sort of turns back around and then re-rips back into reality.
I will say before you do that, you can move in the gray and like come out like in a different, like re-enter reality at a different position if you want that.
Can I still hear what the conversation that's happening?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay,
'Cause
I
I'm
will.
nice.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I will reserve coming back for a good moment. So thank you. I'll stay here for a minute.
Absolutely. So you disappear. The rest of you, well, except for Arger. Arger's still having like a moment. Garland disappears. Santa out loud questions, "What? We were having a conversation. That wasn't very nice." And turns its attention to Whirligig. "How about you? Do you want a gift at all? The last two have been unresponsive."
Twirlygig is gonna walk up and take one of the gifts and just consider it for a moment.
Okay.
I've always wanted a gift. For as long as I can remember. I think I've had one before, a long time ago, but never again. My people tell tales of Christmas. And I only remember it. That's why I hunt it. Can you promise me that this gift would be for all of us?
There's only one nice person at a time deserving a gift. That's how it works. Whatever tales your people have told you about Christmas, this is just the way it works. All right? Now, do you want to open it or not?
Twirlygig wants to open it bad. But that's not the vibe.
Not the mine.
Twirlygig is just gonna drop it. I don't think you're really Santa! And smash it!
You smash it, like immediately what you're smashing to the floor engulfs in like a high rising fire, nearly singeing Santa's beard, and it it doesn't stagger back as much. It sort of like retracts in its sort of like looming and growing over you, with this expression of disbelief. It's like,
Wait, I wanted my gift.
Tarragona!
give me a quick let's do a
Tarragon
quick-
grabs theirs and burns the fingers.
Actually, I will give you a quick chance to open your gift. As this is going on, you're just something like, oh, actually, finally, something for me.
Tarragon,
No.
what if it's poison?
What gift do you want to open? The practical one or the personal one?
Personal.
I just as Tarragon sort of like sees this going down, like ally gone, Arger just traumatized, Twirlygig going off. Me, I'm doing me. Sorry, one more time. Personal one?
Personal, yes.
Yes. This gift, you open like the little bow, and you lift sort of like the lid from the box. Doesn't emerge, doesn't result in an explosion. Rather, there's a single letter at the bottom of this box. Sort of like with a envelope, neatly sealed with your name on it, from Cart Insurance, your old boss at the insurance company. Now, there isn't time to open this with what's going down, but you grab the letter and remember that for later. Absolutely. Also, ASMR for Lyric. Absolutely. Santa, sort of like shocked back by this admission of guilt, or rather guilt, but this admission of unreality, goes, "So Salavant was right all along. You are naughty." Slams its gnarled fist down, and you see sort of like roots extending towards you in the same way that like enclosed Salavant. From the distance, you hear "Elf on the shelf from health, motherfucker!" And on sort of like a assembled makeshift sleigh, you see an elf on the shelf with like a grenade launcher, sort of like poof, 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 do a drive-by on Santa, sort of like explosions and smoke bombs going off. "This is the Christmas resistance, you asshole!" And the sleigh sort of like pulls up next to all four, next to 3.5 of you, sort of. And you see Elf on the Shelf with another person inside of the sleigh going like, "Get in! We're getting you out of here!"
I'm in.
I have my gift, so yeah, sure, let's go.
I feel... Go on.
No, go ahead.
I don't know whether I've left the PTSD right from a flashback, but I know I'm still in the middle of it. I'm just gonna follow.
No one has made an effort to get you out of your current haze, so you're just kind of like droning along, but you get in the sleigh. Garland, real quick, Elf on the Shelf just pulled up in a sled and just like kitted out. You come back from the gray.
Yeah, Garland rips the shit out of this van and is just like, "This asshole!" Loses an antler, pulls back, puts it back into the skull socket.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
And it's just like, "Remember me?"
"I do! And I'm glad you're alive! I'll explain everything later! We just have to get out of here!"
Oh, right. And then Garland jumps onto the sleigh, the car, but like has their hooves like around the elf's neck while he's driving. Like,
just like old time. You kind of like
just kind of clap around it.
Flap around, and you hit like a button on its little
Hat.
on its little head. Hold on, I'm finding my own button.
It's on the front. You got to keep going. Yep.
No, it's happening.
And there's
Garland
like
just being hit in the nose with this hat too. It's just like, Christmas cheer.
there's like 2 minutes of silence as you're sort of like flying through the air, and you're just kind of like making eye contact while this is going on.
So, the elf on the shelf, you're not a drow, you're not an elfir. What kind of elf actually are you?
I'm an elf from child's dreams. The ones
Oh.
that are very exploitable to the imagination. But
So you didn't hatch out of an egg like a drow.
I did come out of an egg, but that was a personal choice.
Tarragon, this is kind of rude to ask upon meeting
know,
a
I'm
person
just
for the first time.
curious.
I'm just saying, I'm just letting you know.
I'm very open about my oviform origins. I came from an egg because I chose to.
Fascinating.
All right. My hat's finally gone. What's going on with your friend over here? So like nudging at Arger.
We're not
Did-
quite sure.
Did you
Okay.
take your gift with you, Arger?
The flippity flop are we? Is this?
We're in a
is this
sleigh.
He gets excited as he sees this thing. Santa's sleigh?
Not Santa's sleigh, a makeshift sleigh.
Hmm.
Actually, like you're in like the sleigh part of 4 of you with Elf on the Shelf and with another person. You haven't really interacted with them yet. You see that the sleigh is being driven by like a guy who's just he's got like a cat like a tiger print onesie, and he's just like running fast as hell.
I mean, I've
I-
heard of a one-horse open sleigh, but not a...
It's like a one guy open sleigh. Yeah, is that what you want to say?
I love it.
I don't want to.
honestly.
I don't want to say anything. You just do you.
I mean, I've been to parties like that before, but they weren't able to run as fast as you.
Oh,
but they
honey,
tried, I'm sure.
drop me an invite after this is over. You've said 2 sentences to this NPC, so I have to give him a name. This is
Them's the rules.
That was the rules.
The contract has been evoked.
I mean, usually it's the PCs that are asking for a name, so I'm kind of surprised Ruben's just like, let me find one for my name generator. I'm looking up right.
this
we'll
from the
go-
dome. This is chunk
Bigger?
legs.
Chunk leg?
Chunk legs.
Okay,
Alright.
fantastic. So much
Chunk,
better.
chunk,
than
and
that.
chunk legs is a full is a human, but I'm gonna say has sort of like the build of like a very wide man, just like a Dorito shape.
Oh,
The heroic triangle. Okay.
Yeah, just a full triangle with legs. Not literally, but kind of like if you cross your eyes, it's kind of like that's a Dorito ass man.
you either are or you ain't. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So, how revealing is the onesie?
Oh, asking the real question.
Discern wild.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine is the speed at which Chunk's legs is running creating a friction that makes the fabric thinner too? I'm just trying to help out.
Yeah, exactly.
Is
can
it
we-
damp?
Can we get a zoom in? How's it swinging? We will find out. Calm down with this discern roll.
It was the Dorito bit that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you said Dorito because I was thinking Tingle from Legend of Zelda when you started.
Oh,
Oh.
I was
You
in my
said-
mind like sweet chili or
Hey.
nacho cheese.
Cooler
Here-
Ranch, obviously. Sorry.
Whoa!
Oh,
Tarragon baby. This man is the perfect form of your desires. You describe him.
All right. So, he's actually got kind of a real tight Christmas package.
Wow!
And the tiger stripes are kind of going up and down and up and down, and I'm like, so, about those parties, I was thinking, after we get out of this, I'm sure you'd be welcome.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. I'll try to run extra fast then. And like, there's like, like it speeds up twice. Everyone in the back of the sleigh goes like, "Whoa, fuck!"
I'm gonna try and toss him one of my business cards.
Toss the guy in front of you running super fast. One of your business cards.
He catches it. What he does is sort of like he gets his reins, does like a forward push, so there's like distance between him and the reins. He jumps up, twirls, catches us between his teeth, looks at you, Tarragon,
Yes.
winks. You get a full sort of like shining flash of the front Christmas package. It's
Tarragon is about to
What?
go into the next life.
what's that
Tarragon
song?
enters the gray.
There's like that song that's like no 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 no. That's like what's going in your
Flower
mind.
song from.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. As a pirouette happens, the most beautiful pirouette of a tiger man.
Does Tarragon level up?
Something
Tarragon
levels up.
gets his zenith ability on the spot. No. And Lance takes over the reins, and you just hear a meow as he continues running.
Oh my god. Obsessed. with
Garland
something
turns
else
to
now.
a gig and is like, that's how babies are made. Sorry, I figured you didn't know.
Oh,
So
I didn't.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think we can make babies, but
I didn't
I'm
think
happy
you-
to try.
What if you just did?
What if you just wanted to make one out of an egg? Because apparently that's a thing that can happen in Yuletide land.
I'm not a drow.
Hey, if you want to
That is
have
neat.
sex with me, babies, that's another party. I can hear everything that's going on. I have sharp hearing.
oh, oops, sorry about that. Elf, what is the deal? Says Garland, like back to business.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was getting really comfortable by the sexual tension, which is excellent, but it sucks that I can't have that that it's not happening anyway.
But again,
Yeah.
we're getting too much about you. What's the situation?
The situation is like this. Santa, whatever form of Santa this is, has gone completely rogue. And we're organizing a resistance. We heard that you liberated the factory up at the freight elevator. So that's why we came to you. And I want to say, Garland, I know what happened. And yes, I did rig it to blow. I did cause you and all of Alpha Beta Carol to perish.
Mhm.
Yes, Buck Rondo, Sophia Swimmer's Elbow, Telemetric, the Neo Soul, Coach Meals, loved him. The twins, Sorghum Grain and Harvest Machine. All of them. Fiery explosion. Why did I do that? To save you from Santa.
Okay, thank you. I was like, save me from what? I mean, well, okay, Elf, you got us out of a little bit of bind there, so I'm going to give you another chance, and not make you look like me right now. The dead part, not the reindeer part. That part's obviously glorious and beautiful. So we will.
It's amazing that you're able to have a conversation about sort of like resolving the emotional past between us with your face like this.
Okay, well now I'm getting angry, and I
Oh
feel
shit, I'm sorry.
Wait, you don't like the tinsel jaw? I think it's really fetching.
I mean, if you feel bad about it, I can make your face match.
ooh.
You see that the other person in the sleigh is sort of like,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, there it is.
There's another person in the sleigh.
Are they holding the egg?
Not anymore. They jump off, explode in the distance. Glitter. They were never there all along.
They
no,
hate this.
no, there was another person there.
This
It's
bus
just like-
is weird.
It's very weird. It's sort of like a very slender, like a capital I shape almost in their silhouette, with a head sticking out that seems to suggest long hours of avoiding the sun. Sort of like draping black bangs, sort of like a portal, sort of like a round shape with connecting like hairline over here. So it's kind of like this person goes to move their hand towards your jawline, Garland, and they say, "May I? I'll heal it."
Politeness is my kink, so go ahead.
Politeness?
Consent is key and quite sexy, and sort of like rubs the back of their palm over your jaw, and you see that it's sort of like regrows almost instantly. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that jaw fallout
Oops,
you
sorry.
got there.
Thank you. What's your name?
My name is Asbestos Fabrics, and I'm so glad you asked.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. What's my jaw made out of?
Your jaw is made out of flesh, bone, cartilage, fats, the whole shebang, the classics.
Ooh, okay.
Where's the filigree?
The filigree was not to my liking, so I got rid of that.
I'm holding you back. I'm holding you back. I'm holding you back.
Oh,
I have to
Don't-
go sit by Arger.
Yeah.
I
They'd be crazy, okay?
just sort of like strike a pose, JoJo pose. I am the witch of the revolution, Asbestos
Menacing.
Fabrics, and
Oh,
I'm here to help these people take down the tyranny of Santa.
first of all, sleigh, and also we're in a sleigh. But second of all, my heart is kind of made out of garland right now. Is there anything you
yeah.
could do about not that garland, like
The holiday kind, not me. Yeah.
yeah,
Do you sort of like open shirt to
see,
You make-
it's kind of
Driving
it-
season
And
too.
there's way more exposure than there needs to be. I think we should all
Yeah.
agree.
there's sort of like Careless Whisper just opening like a little rosy filter on the screen as what did I name him? I don't remember.
Asbestos.
Oh, chunky
No,
legs?
chunk legs.
Chunk
Sorry.
legs.
Immediately chunk legs just like does the thing again, like does a pirouette. This time sort of like you get he sort of like leaps closer to get like a
Oh, look.
sort of like a top down arch, and you see that his eyes literally go like auga before he returns to
Oh my
the reins.
god!
Meanwhile, asbestos fabrics just sort of like looms over the wound and just kind of like touches it, and then with a satisfying pop sound, this kind of like takes it out, and it's all just like it's good. It looks good. Actually, do you want there to be like a scar?
Sure, I think there should be a scar.
There should be a
Ooh.
scar.
Oh, it feels like my heart shrunk 3 sizes this day.
Honey, as long as you keep the other thing 3 times sizes up, then I won't complain. You hear from the front. Asbestos
Do the math.
fabrics with
Okay.
the garland in hand. It's
Yeah.
like, well, do you want it as a souvenir?
Uh,
You grew it.
well, certainly, but
Is-
would never say thank you.
Okay.
Is there
so-
a little inscription at the bottom that says, "Proof that Tarragon has a heart"?
proof certificate?
I try to do an
Uh-huh.
Iron Man joke and no one gets it.
Oh, we
No,
get
it's
10 points. Chirag
add
and
it-
I are like still linked.
Connections happening. Add to your inventory. Actually, remove the Fallout from your inventory and add from your list and add to your inventory heart certificate D6 resource. It's occult.
Oh. Inventory. Sexy new heart.
You just carry it around. Does anyone want to, while their sleigh ride is going, does anyone have another
Sure.
Fallout
Two
they want
things.
to? Yeah.
Oh, Fallout? No, I don't think they can help me with what. Actually, I just say out loud, like as I'm just like working on like some kind of rebreather, and I say to Twirly Gig, like, I don't know how much you can understand Twizzle, but am I still under the gas from the caves? Because I feel like I feel like I never left the caves, and I've just gone more hooply-gutta since then.
You have been like enmeshed in this state where, yeah, meaning is just kind of like shuffled, but
Yeah.
you do feel like in your proximity to like this character Elf on the Shelf, you feel sort of like the closer you are to actually give me a discern roll, see if you can like figure it out yourself.
Are you trying to say the closer I am to all this madness that has happened, including one anime character, one Western old-fashioned cartoon character, and whatever the fuck's going on with Elf on the Shelf or Visitor, I feel more sane? Is that what you're trying to say?
You are currently rolling for that, so roll.
So discern and something, or what different?
It's gonna be discern cursed.
Discern, yeah, that makes sense. Discern cursed, risky or standard?
This is a standard one. You're right?
9.
Oh, hell yes. All right. You realize that the closer that you are to traditional Christmassy stuff, including like what we consider like Christmas adjacent, Elf on the Shelf, when you were next to Santa, the presents, the more things start to make sense for you, and the less you felt the urge, and that's kind of like why you snapped into that state, you realize, the less of an urge you had to do something about removing yourself from the Christmas context. So you kind of like were part of the Christmas thing, and there was no reason for you to step out of it.
I see. Yeah, I like try and look around this ramshackle sleigh, past the JoJo posing character. If there's anything extremely Christmassy that I can try and just like take, I don't know, incorporate it or do it, or just use it like a little talisman to like steady my head so I can talk normally.
Really, really like that. Do you want to roll a? Let's see, you can roll a mend with mend occult with or mend technology rather, because you're kind of like approaching it from um, that
Yeah, that
perspective.
works. Yeah, that works. I have both, so that
Yeah.
hits me fine.
And-
Standard or risky?
Standard and take a knack because I like the idea.
Is that just a +1? Or is there something else?
Yeah, it's a +1d10.
Doo-doo-doo. 10.
Oh my god, look at that. Do you have an idea what you want to make, or can I?
Yeah, go for it.
You find sort of like in the back trunk of the sleigh, there's hold on, I have some notes here that might be interesting. You know what? There's an unboxed toy train that seems to be like a model of the Vermission line that was thought to have gone out of production and out of existence. This train is known to have been so fast that it stopped existing because it left that basis of perception. Here is a toy model in front of you. You feel your Vermission plate armor sort of like come to life and active. And I think there's like in any Vermission Knight's armor, there's like a little rails that you can link things to, and it would seem that this train can just become part of your armor.
Is it in a box or is it like out there just in the open?
It's still in the box, yeah.
Okay. I like see it. I see this incredible like thing. I'm like, yes, this is perfect. And then just completely disregarding, the mint condition.
Wait. You just dropped the price of that.
Everyone, yeah, no, Tarragon, take D6 mind stress right now.
Yes.
Garland
It's just
supported. Toys are meant to be played with.
Wow.
I've never felt this good since I beat up that 12-year-old for his Legos. Don't worry, I was 10.
What?
Oh.
All right, Tarragon takes max, has a
Max
stroke.
capitalism.
Really.
Doesn't it?
Let's see. You take minor fallout. Oh no, you just got rid of yours. All right, so Tarragon, I'm gonna say you take a minor mind fallout, commercially destabilized. Your incarnate spells do 1 step of stress damage less for the time being. Step of stress damage less. There we go. Awesome. Do you attach the rail? Do you attach a toy train to your armor?
Yes.
Absolutely. It slots in there. Your armor and the toy train simultaneously comes to life. You start chugging. A chug, a chug, a chug, a chug. There's like Christmas commercials with trains. There's like narratives of people coming home for Christmas and it's snowing and there's family and there's meals and there's so much joy and merriment, and that suddenly like becomes part of your armor. And I want you to give yourself the Zenith ability that you've chosen out for yourself, which I believe is
The one that I chose for myself is where'd it go? I had it. It was the last train.
the last train. Absolutely. Use that when you feel it's appropriate. Fun
Start to
thing,
move. Mhm.
viewers, Zenith abilities in Heart means these are the ultimate abilities you can obtain. Normally you get them through arduous questing and a lot of roleplay. Now I'm just giving it to Chirag because, roleplay is beautiful and we're in Christmas time. These things kill the user. Be forewarned. Anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, as I'm putting it on and it's just like circling around my armor, I'm like, oh, by the way, is someone chasing us? Because I kind of woke up in the middle of a moving sleigh.
Can't believe you just ripped that open like that. Like the box isn't even intact anymore.
The box is gone. The box was thrown off
Mhm.
miles ago,
But
kilometers ago, whatever
the-
snow strings ago.
there's a little piece of the box left in the.
Mhm.
Okay, well, you can take it and ingest it if that's what you need.
I'm not going to eat a piece of box. Well, I have eaten a piece of box, but that's anyway. No,
Oh. Hey,
Okay,
okay.
Elf, what are we gonna do to take down Santa? Like, are we gonna circle back? Like, have you just been running like a trail around Christmas land, constantly trying to find solutions?
We have an underground base, and that's where we're going. We're taking this battle to a conceptual level. We've noticed that you can't defeat Santa on its own terms. Santa is a beast on the battlefield. I don't know what this iteration has done, but my God, we've lost many elves, many shelves trying to take this down. But what we found is we're going to change Christmas forever. The original lists
the
that say if you're
original.
naughty and nice.
The original list?
That
And we
sounds.
believe that within these lists, there is the answer to taking down this version of Santa that's so cruel and so scary.
Yes. The original naughty child, you think?
Perhaps Santa himself is on the list.
Patient zero, absolutely. But a lot of our operatives don't have the mental energy, or really they don't get it. Which is understandable because it's kind of a long shot. But you can make a difference for Christmas.
By killing Santa!
Forever.
Forever! And there's like a bunch of he shoots like a bunch of like grenades up in the sky, like becoming fireworks. Yeah, the sleigh arrives at its destination. So like in this field, like you've been going, you've been flying, but like low to the ground between all this, like all these ever shifting terrains. Like the toy mines are changing into let's see, mines are turning into mountains, turning into ore veins, turning into sort of like earth splitting open with an earthquake, becoming tectonic pressure. And it's a really, really dangerous area to traverse. And you reason that like that's kind of like why Santa's not been able to keep up with you, because there's like only so much growing you can do, and there's only a center point that it can like attach to, fulcrum to. Through one of these like phases, you see a mine open up and become like a gate that says like Rebel Base, here we fight for Christmas and also a jolly good time. Welcome home, everyone. Hope you ate well. And you kind of like vroom, like you're ushered in by chunk legs, and come to a screeching halt in this like underground Christmas base.
Do you have a sign on the secret base?
Christmas is the listen. We can use the cheer. It's been rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got little Christmas cards for myself in my own room, just that I read so I can wish myself Christmas, because no one's done that in a while. No one
do
wishes
that too.
no one wishes the people who do Christmas a happy Christmas.
That's a shame.
Isn't it? It's like when you think about it, it's like it's kind of, I just need one thing. I just need one Christmas card. I shouldn't
mean,
have to write them myself.
You are a intergalactic celebrity, Elf. I really don't.
Well,
I mean, you've practically usurped Santa. I mean,
Yeah.
You could take his power.
I could.
You
No.
should.
Give me a any of you, either Twirligig or Garland, give me a compel
Ooh, wait, I have
I mean,
something.
I was trying to bring Elf back down to earth, and everyone else is like, "Hell yeah, become the king!" So
Oh, then let's do opposing compel rules.
yeah.
Let's see who
Ooh.
gets the higher score, right?
Oh, you're probably
Yeah.
going to. I don't have any compel.
So, Tay, what were you saying?
Well, okay, I don't technically have I can make someone give me something. And I can also Okay. I don't have anything very special for this. I can just avoid offense by being slippery.
You can avoid offense. All right. Do you just want to roll
That would have been useful earlier, but you just threw someone's
You're like, you can't.
present on his face.
You're like, so I'm gonna make a suggestion, but you can't be mad at me. No.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta promise you won't be mad.
Give me a compel haven.
Oh my god.
Let's see if you convince Elf on the Shelf of his not only revolutionary potential, but to betray the revolution in a way that is very self-serving, and that is a critical success. That's a crit success.
It has to be because this is my agenda.
Good fucking lord. Unbelievable.
You
Jen,
should.
do you want to?
You
do
have
give it a
to.
try?
Because
I'm going to roll this.
just like you, there are people out there who don't get Christmas that want it. And you could bring Christmas to all of us.
I think we do like a montage where you and Elf on the Shelf like go over these like because he mentioned the original naughty and nice lists were found, and like this place is like half a military armory and half like a research center of researching everything related to Christmas, like everything that Santa might have been like
This is Gig's paradise.
has like it is a conspiracy theorist's nest for Christmas believers or unbelievers, and you have like a little montage going over these things, and each sort of like realization that you make, to you this is child's play. The rebels have not been able to like figure this out for however long they've been fighting, and you're just kind of like, yeah, but no, this is, it falls into place like this, and you understand that the chimney, he can't go into the chimney all the time, but you can because you're small enough. You're small enough. And Elf and Shelf goes like, yeah, I'm real small.
Yeah.
I'm real small. I'm real
Real
important.
small.
And no one knows who I was. No one could find me. I was hiding.
Find you.
I don't have to hide.
No, not anymore.
I am the one who will be praised. And it's sort of like cackling to himself, like, yes, we have a new goal.
Uh-oh.
You could start charging the naughty children.
I just whispered.
Transaction.
I whispered to Garland, maybe we don't deserve to be on the nice list.
There's sort of like,
Don't put me in on this. This wasn't me.
Tarragon, did you say that out? Were you like did you say that in vicinity of Elf on the Shelf?
Yes?
Right. Charging the children who are naughty as a way.
It's a way to kind of, get them to be nice the next year. Make them work extra hard at being nice. If they have to pay a fine every time they're naughty, maybe they'll
If there's
think about
one
it.
thing that Christmas is about, it's about taxing children.
Yes, taxing
Well-
the children.
Let me think long and hard. Do you want to like convince him of this element? Do you want to instill that like extra thought? You've already got him Tay has gotten Elf on the Shelf to a megalomaniacal stage already.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I am going to try to get him to crave that.
Crave.
$10.
Okay. Roll. Let's see. You have to roll a spell. That's a specific thing.
Yep.
That is
Compel plus Haven.
Compel plus Haven. Thank you so much. Okay, Compel plus Haven is going to be a little risky.
Yeah.
I'll say that much. But you're going to cast a spell to see if Elf on the Shelf wants to starts to crave a tax system based on minors who have been naughty.
And I get 3 for that. Is that correct?
Yes.
But 1 taken away because it's risky.
Because it's risky, yes. So do you want me to roll from your character sheet?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll just do that real quick. Compel, Haven. You get 3 in total. And then it is a risky roll.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got. Oh, you shouldn't have let me roll for you. That's a 3. All right.
That's fine.
Can you give me like what's your pitch?
Yeah.
Give me like a business plan.
The elves are
Okay.
like,
So, there's always buy now, pay later. The naughty children can pay later for their sins. Pay into the Santa's workshop, allowing you to pay off the nice children even better. And you could save the amount of money, accrue interest, and make a profit, which will allow you to pay dividends off to your workers. It's a perfect system.
There's like a long sort of like he does like a Gendo pose. Long, hard considering. And you actually hear from behind you asbestos fabrics. No, actually, I'm going to retcon that. Not asbestos fabrics. Behind you, in the frame of a door, leaning a little sexily, Chunk Legs. And he goes, I can't believe I'm hearing you say this.
no.
No.
This is not the way of Christmas. This is not what I'm running for. This is not why I'm swanging. All right.
God.
And I want you to roll.
Total party kill.
Let's
God.
roll some fortune. Let's say D10 fortune stress. And if you get Fallout, it's going to ruin your chances with Chunk Legs forever.
My God, I can't.
Forever?
Forever.
Oh my God, I can't believe this is a
Oh, you just
TTCB.
You just gave Chunk Legs the ick.
So that is 7 stress. You have, let's see, already 2 on your fortune track.
Yep.
So that is 9. We're gonna roll. You have a very slim chance, but there's a chance that you don't get fallout out of this. Let's see. You take major fallout. See Chunk Legs go, huh. Meow. Turn on his heel, walk out. You are forever marked by the sting of Christmas rejection.
No! Damn my greedy heart!
I gave you my heart. Very
I like say to Chunk Legs as he passed by, like, just to be clear, we're just work friends.
Oh, damn.
Chunk Legs looks at you, Arger, and goes like, "Oh, when are you getting off of work?" And like raises an eyebrow.
Sorry,
Wow,
I'm
that was
here
quick.
for the sorry, I'm here for the trains. And then I just
Well,
walk
so
past.
is me.
I'm trying to put this train on.
You have that in common.
Oh, so you
Hey.
like things that go fast.
The train just goes, do.
It's like goes around like your collar, just like there's like a little smoke coming out. Everyone who's talking to you, by the way, is just like following the train, not making eye contact with you.
Oh, that works great. Arga doesn't like
Mhm.
making eye contact. That's why he wears the goggles.
All right, so Christopher and Tay, you've had that. You've had that too. Jen and Chirag, what do you want to do in this space? There's a bunch of things that you can do. You can like gear up for what's to come next, the next chapter of tackling on Santa, or you can delve into the research that's been going on here.
Do you want to go first, Jen?
Sure. I'll delve into the research because I will delve into the research because Garland is not interested in turning Elf into the newest Santa. She thinks Santa should return as was, or a new evolution, but Elf on the Shelf is, well, never mind. They're both commercial.
Mhm.
Garland will do the research. Talk myself in and out.
You're
Oh,
muted, Ruben. You're muted.
Oh, I'm muted. Oh no. Hold on. This hat is killing me. Away.
Way.
Away.
Be gone.
You do not belong here. So you enter like a little research station. There's like a radar monitor that tracks like sleigh movement all across like the globe. There's like multiple beeps going off of all time as it gears up towards Christmas. Like very very long unfurled scrolls that kind of like almost wallpaper everything. Like that's how they're unfurled and that's how long they are. And you see asbestos fabrics, the self-called Witch of the Revolution, like going over, like doing, like touching names on these lists. But yeah, do you want to take a look? You wanted to?
Yeah. Garland's like, what letter are you on? I can help, or I can start from Z.
I'm on the letter A for asbestos.
Okay.
I haven't made much progress. I've tried to find my own name.
I was
But
like,
it
yeah,
seems-
you're in the A and 8 ABs essentially, right? No, ASB. I can't spell.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna see if they're just. Okay, that's a nat one. I'm not very fast at reading. That's my one flaw. Actually, I can't read.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
that's different.
Well,
Mhm.
do you want me to just really fast? I can help you. I can show you how your name is spelled in this, I assume, block printing
You're the
list.
first one who's offered. You know, literacy is not a problem here. It's just that no one's really offered or asked up until now. So thank you.
Well, do you have a okay? They quickly write out asbestos fabric, and then I assume there's little like boxes next to everyone's name. Like,
Actually, it's like you see that there's two long scrolls like intertwining, and one of them is the
Mhm.
nice list and one of them is the naughty list. And you can give me a discern roll. We're doing a lot of those, but a discern roll with mastery because you know about the truth of Santa's feet pics.
perfect.
Couldn't be more serious about that.
Yep. Okay. All right. Gonna do that discern with. Ooh, 9.
That's a 9. It takes a little bit of time, but you are cross-referencing these lists, and you sort of like begin to enter a state of like when you get into a really good groove doing something extremely menial, you kind of like you have that math vision, right?
I'm in my
And
flow state. Yeah.
you're in your flow state, and in the back, like on the background, there's like a theory forming as you like get and absorb more and more information, and you start to understand that these lists are in a sense the same. Every single name that is on the nice list also appears in some form or some variation on the naughty list. And I'm going to say with a 9, you also realize that this contradiction at the center of Christmas is what is causing the sort of like running away of meaning in the current situation. The possibility of designation, of being designated naughty, forces the reality that one can become naughty. The moment that you are nice, you are also naughty.
Oh no, the duality of children. Garland whispers. Oh God.
imagine how much money you could make with this, though. Everyone's naughty.
Kerrigan, get off my shoulder. Stop trying to be the devil.
You say this out loud, or do you say this out loud, Garland?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Asbestos Fabrics turns and sort of like cranes over you and like, my God, there was never a true correct order of Christmas.
No, it looks like it's an arbitrary. It's arbitrarily. Is this translated by a magical person or a man? Over
It's
and over
all
by
up.
another man? Yeah. Sorry, Tarragon, are you in here?
Are you back? It's like, can you stop leaving and entering the room? Can you make up your
I'm
mind,
just
please?
kind of wandering around like this, like chunk legs. No.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you see Tarragon like walking into the break room, and Chunk Legs and Arger are having a very good mimosa together.
Mhm.
Oh.
So can I do some? Can I
Never had
look
one
for
before.
everyone else's name? All of my compatriots.
Yes,
See if they're on
absolutely. You see currently the only one on the nice list
Mhm.
is Tarragon.
Despite what they've done.
But
All
Yeah.
right.
But the rest of us are on the naughty list or
Right,
not on
correct.
any list?
Ooh, good question. I'm gonna say that Arger is not on any list.
Mhm.
Twirlygig is has been recently added to the naughty list. With like
Finally.
a little like subheader that says like has explicitly said it's a want to kill Santa,
Oh.
and that'll do it. And you, Garland, you know what? I'm gonna say you find a on the nice list something redacted, and through sort of like doing like a little light and mirror trick, you can still see what's been redacted, and it was your name.
No.
Garland's like, I mean, that's fine. I wasn't expecting a gift anyway. In a tone that says they were expecting a gift.
Listen, no, do
Okay.
you understand what this means? Like they hold your reconstructed face. This means that gifts were never an issue. It's not about me being nice. It's not about being naughty. You can always have a gift. The
Yeah.
designation is the problem. It is arbitrarily withholding joy and merriment.
It's an evil scheme. And we should can we burn the list? Can we make sure that no one is ever on the naughty list again or nice? They just are? They deserve a gift for being alive. Sorry, you're talking.
No. You were going off. Please continue.
They deserve a gift for existing, for making it through the longest night of winter. That's tonight.
Everyone, please be aware. Tonight's the longest night.
Happy solstice.
Happy solstice. They go, do you think that's such a radical action? And with the recent ideological turn of Elf on the Shelf, perhaps we have to burn the records. We have to free everyone from their Christmas debt. No one can find out about this.
You just said the D word, just so you know. So we're about to be joined by a third party.
Yeah. Tarkin was having a panic attack out of like physical, even though they're not in the room.
No.
They could sense it.
Yeah, actually. So
Do you want to switch to Augur since we?
yes.
I feel like
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is like colluding is going on, like switch
Sure.
to what's Arger's doing.
So, much like, I'm going to use the. Are we in a new landmark? Being in the rebel space.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So I'm going to use that ability I've got, the one that lets me try and find an occult sect. I'm trying to find whoever among these guys understands the most, Santa's ability to like travel, either through the rails or through his own unique methods or however, like to get from place to place, fast, undetected, that kind of thing. Trying to find an expert there because he saw earlier the Santa route, whatever it was like stable. It was like a stable place deep underground that didn't move with the environment. So he's hoping to, much like Tarragon, find some miners or like things to like get underground and get to where Santa is. Sorry, not those kind of miners. Digging miners.
The digging one with the E.
Exactly. Although Tarragon has said on many occasions that children yearn for the mines. It was on his last Christmas card.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to find anyone in this, rebellion group who would have some kind of knowledge of like how Santa gets around and how I could try and use that to try and like find a way to sneak into wherever Santa's hiding. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. I think you find like an information center in this base, and there's like a person. I'm gonna say they have like 4 arms,
Mhm.
like, and you approach them from the back, and they're kind of like doing an analog version of like doing like typing on multiple keyboards. Like they're using like a pen, a quill, pencil to like scribble different notes. And they are sort of like tracking the Christmas troop movements. I guess like the movements, the growths, the like spreading idea of Christmas, of this iteration of Santa. Their name is Tsunami Beelzebub.
Of course. Got it. Hazel. When you say 4 arms, you mean they're an octopus, or they're just a normal person who just happened to have an extra pair of arms?
I'm gonna say they're kind of like a scorpion knoll, sort of like a arachnid-ish, with like 4 human-like arms, but like jointed a little weird. They turn around,
Okay.
and sort of like clack together. They're like a seeker, but not for answers. You want action.
Action. Yeah. What is that? What is action but don't given physical presence in the world?
Exactly. State yourself, be true.
I need to find the path, and I need to build a rail and travel like Santa would travel, undetected and fast. But this time, we're going to Santa.
Going directly to Santa. I've been waiting for this. We know where he is. We found his workshop.
Let's go.
2, we think that we're finally ready for this assault. 3, Elf on the Shelf is a liability, and we need to do something about him. And we're going to cut to break there.
Yay!
See you soon after the break. About 10, 15 minutes. Woo! Welcome back, everyone. Oh, so glad and lovely to see you. We are on the second half of Heart, the City Beneath, a EUphoria stream that we're doing to raise funds for War Child UK. Please donate where you can. It's a very important goal. It's a very important charity, and it's a very important cause. We're also doing, to remind everyone, 2 giveaways. Dice set, artisanally made from Leeds, UK. Rune Fable has donated a dice set. Entered giveaway with exclamation mark dice giveaway, and enter another giveaway for a digital copy of the game we're playing, Heart, the City Beneath, released by Roland. Oh, I've got this written down now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. I was so prepared. I really, really was.
Rowan, Rook, and Decard.
Roland, Rook, and Decker. Roland, Rook, and Decker, Grant Howard, and Christopher Taylor made the game. Excellent, as you can hear. We're doing it, making full use of the game space. If you're interested, enter the giveaway with exclamation point game giveaway. Awesome. Cool. We return to the scene at hand, which is a little sort of like information station with a 4-armed scorpion-like individual named Tsunami Beelzebub and Arger, who are currently going over a little scheme of their own. So, Arger, the cops are coming for you? No.
They are.
Tsunami just told you that in order to, well, for this to work, for this resistance effort to work, Elf on the Shelf has to be taken out. They've been compromised. How do you react? How do you react to that?
Do you mean compromised by Santa, or you think they've gotten a bit too big for their shelf?
They sort of like light up 2 cigarettes with 2 other arms and like smoke them at the same time. I think some bad ideas have found their way into the resistance group. And
Hmm.
your little group holds responsibility for that.
Again, we're all just work friends. All right.
Listen,
So
do
you
not-
want us? Sorry, go.
Do you not have HR?
None of us are human.
That's such a fair point. My bad.
So, in that case, do you want us to take care of Elf on the Shelf or take care of Elf on the Shelf?
Whatever happens in Santa's workshop, Elf on the Shelf must not be given the opportunity to claim Christmas as his own.
That's a
There's
possibility.
there's powerful generative forces at work here
Hmm.
that either you prove yourself useful to the Yule machine, the machinery of Christmas.
Mhm.
You go through the contest, you show that you're competent, that you know how to, you know what those contests were?
They never got that far.
Never got that far, and maybe it's a good thing. They were productivity reports. See if you can hide in a house, hide from the kids as you deliver the children the presents. See if you can assemble something that is conceptually strange but still works as a gift.
Mhm.
You
He
did not
was-
enter into that circuit, and that's a
No.
good thing.
Elf on the Shelf did brag a lot about how good they were at hiding and sneaking and going down chimneys.
Exactly. And I
Mm.
think that they've never been able to let that go. Always hiding, always having to scout out, never being at the forefront. And now they've been made vulnerable, compromised. They want that spotlight, and they can't have it purely because Christmas does not belong to him, to you, to me, to anyone. Not certainly to Santa.
No.
Arger, my new friend. Will you help me? Yeah, you have your rebreather on, so it doesn't affect you.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware. Yeah. He looks, I guess, like Elf on the Shelf would just make us go repeat Santa's path, tread that way. We're going to make a brand new path all the way to the top and fix Christmas. And then just like he holds up a hand, realizes he has 4 hands, so he raises up 2 hands to like do a double.
With, like 2 claps on like the palms, and then like another like 2 on the other side of your hand.
Exactly.
I'm glad there's still someone who cares about the meaning of Christmas.
It's in the name.
It's in the name. All right, we move scenes to, I think, Tarragon. So you're like on the lounge. You're in the lounge on a couch somewhere, heartbroken, in a space where you still have to share and see Chunk Legs, your failed paramour. As your tears fall, stain your mask, see like unmake yourself, like you are disheveled. You remember the letter in the gift box.
Oh, the letter.
You wipe your tears with it. Oh. Chunklex. And then with the thoughts of Chunklex, you open this little letter and you begin reading. This letter from Cart Insurance, your former employer. Tarragon, if you read this, that means you struck a nasty deal and you had to find out this way. I can't just leave this unwritten, unregistered, unliable, you know? You gotta make your claim to the truth. And the truth is, you never made a mistake. You had to take the fall so that Babe McManger, your rival from corporate, could take your position. A Nepo baby. Nay, a full-ass Nepo adult. And you see that the handwriting starts to tremble, like written in a shaky hand. I had to hand you your pink slip. And that day, I lost my best dealer, my orgy partner, and if I can say it, my best friend. Or like work friends, that's fine too. That'd be super painful, but I'll never find out because they're after me next. Tarragon, wheel and deal on, my friend. And it's signed with a kiss.
Babe McMajor. She never made a deal above 4%.
You have a flashback to when you were in the room with Babe and Manger, sort of like had a meeting, had a presentation to give of like Christmas profits, up or down, and like every time she like pointed at the screen, doesn't matter if it was going up, the moment she pointed at any of the screens or the charts, it started going down. And everyone in the room had to like be really uncomfortable and supportive of like her business decisions just because she is a McManger after all.
I'll get her. I'll get her if it's the last thing I do.
With this gift, with this information, with this admission of sort of like you were just a pawn in the conspiracy, something about your debt and the reason you were placed under this like divine surveillance really, and you were made into this instrument of debt and like redemption almost, it feels so unfair. But that's the thing about debt, it never had to be fair. And you feel this sort of like incarnate, it's like you feel incarnate swell up with meaning inside of you as you understand like this is what debt is like. It's not supposed to be fair, and you unlock your zenith ability. Which one did you do you want to keep it a secret, or do you want to tell which one you wanted to get?
Ultimate credit.
Ultimate credit. All right, so that's our second zenith ability of the night, folks. And with this letter read and this newfound power sort of like unlocked, what does Tarragon first off feel, and what did she do?
Well, first, he's really frustrated because those were fantastic orgies that they used to have.
Business class.
Like, all the best champagne, all the best strawberry jam, all the best Christmas decorations. And
They were strictly Christmas orgies, yes.
yes,
Whoa.
I mean it was the McMajor it was the McMajor brand.
And what
I'm sorry. Business class orgy means or presupposes there's an economy class orgy.
Yeah, you don't want to go to
Those are the
those.
only
mean-
ones that I know about.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
Yeah,
it's as much as you
They're
can.
in,
Yeah.
they're in the stable outside.
Yeah,
there's a
just
lot
out
less
back in the
legroom.
yard.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no. In the business class one, everyone is hung like a Christmas tree ornament.
Well,
I don't know.
round?
Ah,
35th one's free.
round and fragile.
yeah. Sorry. The more you make jokes, the more we start screaming. So
The little
mute myself.
sparkling balls
Yeah, no.
of ornaments.
And meanwhile, in economy class, there's just like I don't know, there's like a half-eaten pie somewhere.
You're trying to fit more in. You're trying to fit
Wait,
more
I-
in.
I
A
like
drawing of a
that.
hand turkey
Yeah.
on the wall.
Exactly. It's like there's no setting, there's no window, there's no McManger.
This sounds great to
level.
me.
You get like
You gotta
you
bring
find
your own box wine in a bag.
Yeah.
twirly gig in this rebel base. You find a flyer and an invitation that doubles as an invitation for like a low level, like a blue collar orgy.
That's my new band name.
Blue collar orgy, yeah.
We just do Bruce Springsteen covers.
Oh baby. Yeah. Okay. What does Tarragon do?
Well, I'm now resolved.
Hmm.
Debt isn't fair, but debt can be good. And he's got some debts to pay back. And Santa must be destroyed.
Absolutely. I think
So he gives one last lingering look at Chunk Legs.
they know you're looking and are not looking in your direction in that like specific way, this like ignoring body language.
Oh, that's
And
dirty.
then gathers himself, strides out the room, starts to begin again. Goes to find his compatriots.
Perfect. You find your compatriots in like the strategy room. You've got all four of you. There's Elf on the Shelf. There's Asbestos Fabrics. There's also Tsunami Beelzebub. You're looking at um, like a chart, sort of like a top-down aerial photograph of the U machine you're in right now, and like marked where you are, several like other positions. You see the freight elevator on the map as well, where you came from. Like this key coordinated, like little drawings, little notes on the map as well. Like these are important targets. You also see that there's a location for Santa's workshop that seems to on the map itself like change positions. Hello, cat.
Oh. The manager, the supervisor is here. Everyone,
Here she goes. Is everyone having fun? She's in fun control. And you hear Elf on the Shelf say, "All right, we only got one shot at getting into Santa's workshop. We have to lure out this Santa, and then find the origin point, because he grows out of his own workshop."
He grows out of his own workshop?
Santa is a self-made
Yes, it's like a
man.
fire. Pulling
So-
up by those giant bootstraps. Yeah, we got it. Origin point.
So is that where his feet are?
The legends about Santa's feet.
Well, no, we've seen Santa's feet.
You've
Yeah.
seen Santa's feet?
Yeah.
No one's seen Santa's feet.
we
No, we've
have.
got pictures.
We had pictures. We have
We have
ele-
some.
We have
we have
some
11
left.
we have 11 pictures left.
This, they,
This feels like Augur's line, but we need to stay on track, okay?
right. We can't get distracted by these feet pictures, even though they're really good quality.
So you're saying Santa has a workshop. Does that mean it's a company?
It's an LLC.
It's an LLC.
Mm-hmm. Limited liability company. And you see Asbestos Fabrics, because with the shit that goes wrong here, we need all the tax breaks we can get.
Is it publicly traded?
No.
Okay, moving on from that. How can we get in? I've been having conversations with a lovely person named, is it Beelzebub with us?
Tsunami.
Yeah, Tsunami Beelzebub.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want to continue talking about the sort of like economic state nature of Santa's workshop. It's fine. Yeah, no. What do you say? What
I'm
do you bring
sorry.
to the table?
Okay, sorry, I kept interrupting. Go on. Let's have the economics lesson then. Cosmonomics. Let's go.
Yeah, so the stocks are like you can't just buy. It's really an inside trading deal all the time. It's
Now you call my bluff. All right, fine.
there you go. Arger, what do you bring to the table?
Yeah, I've been speaking to Beelzebub about a way to get to Santa, to use his techniques, his abilities to sneak it under, hidden without being detected, sneaking into now the spaces unseen, and hopefully we can recreate that. Skip through all his crazy challenges, all the things, and find him straight at the workshop. Catch him with it, catch him with the cookies out.
With the cookies. But how are we going to redirect the power of Christmas?
Well,
There's an artifact called the Yuletide Crown. And we believe that it's the source, of Santa's power. If we can get to that crown, I can get to that crown. Anyone can get to that crown. Christmas can be saved. And sort of he looks at Twirlygig. Right, because this is the way for Christmas to go, and invent a taxation system for children.
Garland cannot help themselves. Like, Elf, I support you. I support your rise to commercialize power over the holiday and the cheer, but we sort of gesturing also to asbestos fabric think that the system itself is actually flawed and that children should just get presents. Also breaking the fourth wall, donate to War Child. Okay, they should just get presents. No naughty, no nice, just exist.
Do you bring up your findings with asbestos fabrics about the contradiction at the center of Christmas?
Yes, they will. They were gonna keep it secret and just try to burn it themselves, but no, we're trying to get the gang in.
Awesome.
We describe it. Mind wipe, yeah.
There's this there's disbelief, but also there's this like Elf on the Shelf is not a confrontational person, tends to hide from problems, tends to not believe such a thing can be resolved directly. And also when it comes to accepting certain truths about what they want and what is best for the world, two things might not be able to rhyme at once. I'm gonna give anyone who wants to a chance to try to convince Elf on the Shelf the last second to a more democratic version of Christmas, or defend Elf on the Shelf and his rise to power.
Pro presence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So give me a compel roll, compel Haven. It's going to be standard. You're going to do it with mastery, and tell me if you want to, like, what way you want to convince him.
Okay. Garland's rolling to convince to go pro presence. No taxation without holographic Christmas paper.
Awesome. Now, Gig, you also rolled. What do you want?
Gig is rolling to convince Elf on the Shelf that they could have been the one to do this, but the taxation thing is weird.
It's weird. All right, we're gonna combine those. We're gonna combine those partial successes, and I'm gonna say both of you take D6, say fortune stress. Let's see how that rolls. Elf on the Shelf. First, like listening to the idea of that, what you're fighting for is like you're trying to inherit a like unperfect system, like a broken system from the start, and also the ethical implications of this kind of like widening the net, as it were. Awesome. Neither of you get fallout, and they kind of go, and they're wearing like their little Christmas hat. They take it off, and, like hold it like over their heart. It was really exciting for 20 minutes or so to believe that I could be the ruler of Christmas. But there shouldn't be a ruler over anything Yuletide related. I understand that now. I'm still on the fence when it comes to taxing children. Sort of like takes his leave from the strategy meeting.
Okay, he's done.
Augur puts aside his little piece of paper that was like how to murder Elf on the Shelf, and like I probably won't need this yet. But he doesn't throw it away. He keeps it in the back pocket.
He's in the back pocket.
Yeah.
But
For the sequel.
Santa's Workshop is a company, right? We have that correct, yes?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
I'll be right back. Don't worry about me. I'm just going to go into another room. Bye.
All right, we're going to follow Tarragon real quick. What are you up to?
Oh no.
All right.
Oh
So
yes.
I clutch my dark, debt and tainted heart
Mhm.
and embrace my dark lord incarnate. And I call upon his favor to purchase the Santa's workshop and own it completely.
Own it completely. 100% share, no question about it. The nature of Santa's workshop eludes you. How it sort of like propagates this entity of Santa, that's not important. Thing is, it's an object, it's material, it can be commodified, and baby, you just did that. You inject sort of like a magical ray, like I think like two giant beams of light extend out of your face as your pupils become like whatever the currency symbol is in the heart, like double dollar signs, and you feel, actually you take a look at the certificate that says you now own a heart, and it now says, instead of you owning a heart, you own Santa's workshop, but no longer a heart.
Eh,
Oh, I knew there
And
was
it's
gonna
like,
be a hidden cost.
and it like becomes smaller and smaller and smaller until you stop hearing your own heartbeat. The purchasing power of what you just did is going to keep you alive until the end of this session. You are running on borrowed money time, but you basically own Christmas now. What do you do?
Well, Chunk Legs doesn't know what he's missing. All right, let's get that. Let's get that jolly bastard. Nice.
Screw you, chunk legs.
I stomp back out, and I've got shoulder pads for some reason now.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
you
get
say
it.
you say screw you chunk legs, and over at the sleigh you see him sort of like holding the reins and go, well, I'd never, runs away.
You never could have, honey.
Gone out, we're back. Hostile takeover is in process. You walk back into the strategy room, yeah, looking at the group. Are you ready to launch an assault on Santa's workshop?
Yes. Yes. A million times yes.
Awesome.
Yep.
I'm gonna look over at Arger, at Chirag, and say this is gonna be a delve. So do you want to
sure.
take the lead on this?
Yeah, I got it. So yeah, trying to use whatever hints I was able to get from Beelzebub, and try to get create a path to as secret as I can, using all my knowledge of Santa and the Vermisian pathways, and powered by this formerly mint condition train, and get through and try to delve my way through that with my Mage Light rig as well, just on top of the train as I move forward. How do I use? Because I have an equipment that says Delve D6. How do I use that for the delve roll?
Right. So let's give you a first a delve wild roll to sort of like open the opening volley, to see
Okay.
how the rest of it goes. You can use this resource to like for a delve roll and then deal d6 stress to like the resistance die of the delve. So basically, it helps you get further
Okay.
into the delve.
All right. I'm going to activate Trailblazer. When active, stress inflicted on delve and incoming stress raises die steps size by 1 step.
Absolutely.
So it is delve plus occult technology. What would you like?
I would like, because you're going back into sort of like the processing rink, so like these different like resource extraction facilities. It's going to be a delve plus desolate.
Delve plus desolate. Is it any bonus or mastery, or is it risky?
It's going to be normal. It's going to be standard, but no bonuses.
Got it. Okay. I roll this, and then I roll my d6 from my Mage Light rig separately.
Yeah, so first roll to see how the first leg goes. That's a 7.
7. Yeah.
Success at
Success
a
at a cost.
cost. Awesome. Roll. I'm gonna say roll some blood stress. D4. I'm gonna resolve what that is later.
Do I just roll D6?
Roll D4.
D4.
Yeah.
1. I have protection 2.
You're fine. It's totally fine. Okay, and now actually roll your delve instrument.
Okay.
Just a
It gets
D6.
upgraded a die, right? Because of Trailblazer.
Right, so that's a D8.
Let's go.
Mhm.
7.
That's really good. All right, so what happens is like take a little bit montage, flash scenes at a time. I think with the power of this train, you take the reins where Chunk Legs walked off the job, got scared. You're up to the mission. You take these reins, you feel the power of the chugga 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 train, and you just start like going and pulling this train forward. You, Garland, look at Arger take up your former job. Do you join them? Does this instill a moment of like I can? This is my time to shine. This is time to do it after all.
Garland shakes their head, brushes whatever dust might be on their antlers, and is like, runs over. Let me help you, or let me do it for you.
Are you gonna run?
We can do it
with
together.
me? Are you gonna run with me, or do you want to pull the reins?
No, I would run. I'd run.
Okay,
These
sounds good.
hooves were made for running.
Okay.
That's just
All
what
right.
they'll do. You get the two of you in the front. You've got Tarragon, you've got Twirlygig in the back, together with Elf on the Shelf, being really quiet, sort of like tapping fingers on a grenade launcher. You've got Tsunami Beelzebub. Asbestos Fabrics is not on display unless someone wants them to specifically. That's fine. Okay, so you are propelling this sleigh forward. You launch off. In front of you, there's this landing streak, like this takeoff path. It seemingly ends in like a caved-in section of a mine tunnel, and as you make like velocity, as you make momentum, the end of this tunnel shifts sort of like components into like an open mine shaft and like a ramp, and you fly off into the sky, fully like levitated by the power of your own belief in what your meaning of Christmas is.
Garland's freaking out. I get it, Elf. Holy shit.
Immediately from the distance, you see like Santa regrow and sort of like cast off different kinds of like essentially throwing presents at you at like 120 kilometers an hour. Yeah, exactly. What would
That's
be damage?
wasteful, Santa.
What would be damage to you, Arger, as you take the take to first volley? You effortlessly just shielded off these toys, like video games, just straight up some firearms. Apparently, a lot of people get firearms for Christmas in America, and that's wild to me. But that means they fall under Christmas as a category, and so you just like some guns away. As you see, like as you move towards a sprawling like bark-like Santa in the distance. Who wants to do an action next?
Are we close enough that Santa can hear us?
I'm gonna say until you complete the delve, sort of like the approach to Santa, you cannot interact with it. But I will say, with that 7 from Chirag, you're really almost there.
All right, I'm just going to take a note of everything that he's throwing that I can see and how much it costs.
You're gonna like put a like write off for the company, or like see if you can. Exactly, this is your property technically.
That's the heart move, mind the bottom line, correct? Yes. No.
You gotta protect your bottom line. Do you have a specific scale for this, or do you want to set like yeah what would you call this in terms of a role or an ability?
You're muted if you're saying anything.
I was scrolling through my list. There was an ability that was available to me that I think I didn't take, and now, yeah, it's not cost of doing business.
Let's see. Do you want to sort of like hold up your certificate of ownership of Santa's Workshop and like write down like these errand write-offs that's happening by essentially a middle manager at this point, right?
Yeah.
Your or whatever, your CFO, not the CEO. That's you now. You add
I'm
that
also the chairman of the board.
and there's no one else in that board. It's a one man board, one person board. Give me. I really like this idea. So give me a. I'm gonna. What is doing write-offs a rule like? I think kill. Let's do kill.
Okay.
Kill and cursed.
Kill and cursed. All right.
And it's gonna be a risky roll as you try to like pen something on this valuable contract that's binding, but you're also like under attack by a giant sort of like Christmas creature.
I think that gets me down to 1d10 then.
Gotcha. Well, let's see if it works. That is a failure. That is a 3.
Yeah, terrible.
I want you to roll 1d10 fortune stress, please.
Okay.
That's 7. That's very high. Let's do a little fallout roll.
Come on, don't take fallout. Just keep the fortune stress.
You're very lucky, because you are sitting on a major fortune fallout. Any more fallout on your fortune will kill you.
I'm gonna die anyway. No one lives forever.
No one lives forever, especially no one's Christmas. You write these things as write-offs to like add it to your list. You have to like put in real small, and as you write them, it becomes sort of like, because when you do a write-off, you still have to like receive the money. So you're kind of like opening a query that will be filled after you've died, because you know you're on borrowed time, and it's like, well, you're not going to be around to get like the new guns, the gun shipment. You're not going to be there to receive them. Who else is going to do that? And it's like all these logistic considerations come into play that end up complicating your ownership of Santa's Workshop. All right, rest of you. What do you want to do?
All right.
I'm preparing my weapons.
Okay, I was like, Garland's ready. Garland's been up close, or they're galloping in the air next to Augur, and I would love to use my Grim Reaper move.
Oh shit!
So I gain the kill skill, but I already have it. So mastery, no, but and my Death's Attention now function as a weapon. So, but instead of using my Ritual Blade, I would like to possibly take one of my antlers and throw it. Yeah, take it
Oh my
off.
God.
And then throw it at Santa. And it becomes a ranged weapon, a one-shot use. So
I love that. I'm gonna say that lets you directly, because it's ranged, you definitely get a shot on Santa like this. You like you pop it off, blood just like boop, just like a little pop of blood. You throw it like a boomerang. requires a roll. Unfortunately, I was about to describe something very cool happening, but give me a kill desolate, please.
Kill desolate. Okay.
And it's going to be risky. But you got both those things. You
Yep.
got this. Or
Yep.
no.
Yep. I think it's a D8 worth of damage if I.
Oh, big failure. What happens? So you throw it as a boomerang. It whips across Santa's sort of like beard-like growths, like the fluff. It like cuts a line through it, puffing open, and a lot of the snow like substance you've been dealing with, just kind of like a snowstorm of it gets blasted your way, and you're in the front. And I'm gonna say Chirag, because you have your rear, you don't get it, but Garlands take D10 echo stress.
Woohoo! No jokes.
Okay, Santa's for real.
Mhm.
Santa will fuck you up.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's a reason he's one of the most powerful characters in DC Comics. He goes hard.
Sorry, Marvel.
No, he's bad. He's tough there too. I think he's a mutant.
Jen, did you roll the fallout? Or did you just
sorry.
roll the stress?
Oh, I
So,
didn't roll stress. I'm sorry. I just rolled the fallout. Boop, boop, boop.
unfortunately, stress exists in the real world as well as here.
Feeling it.
True.
Just do this. Yeah.
So, other way around. It's /R.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just do it.
Thank you. I'm so far away.
5 stress, and we're going to roll a fallout test on top of that. I'm so sorry. You do take major fallout.
It's fine. It's fine. That's part of it.
It's fine.
All right.
I'm gonna say that
You
this
did say it boomeranged, so
exactly. You get like you get like a twack from your own antler in the face, but also you inhale like just like a waft of this like strange snow, like the sublimating snow, and you find yourself going through several stages of existence at the same time. You become sort of like past, present, and future of what your body's components can be. Like there's suddenly like the carbon that sort of like binds all your cells together, like becomes carbon for toys. The hemoglobin in your blood, the iron in there becomes sort of like a metal little Christmas, like the train tracks for a Christmas strap. It like you shift rapidly through all this, and I'm gonna say you're gonna take from here on out. You're going to fail automatically all Santa-related rolls.
Okay.
Until you find something to stabilize yourself.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Trilligig, you see all this happening. You see the failed attempts of sort of like getting a write-off of something you quite not sure how the financial streams work. You see someone own themselves really, really badly. And Arger, you see, I guess, doing pretty well. What do you do?
I am kind of sitting back in the sleigh here, ish. And I kind of fuel myself by the power of dreams. And so I would like to, in preparation for what will be the fight of my life,
Okay.
I would like to sacrifice anything for another hit of magic.
Sure, just another hit
Just
of
a
that.
little taste. I would like to do this preemptively.
Yes.
Because I want to strike Santa in the face. To their face.
To the face. All right. What are you destroying? Or what are you sacrificing, rather?
Well, I do only have 2 items aside from a weapon. I've got the feet picks of Santa, and I have, some magical ink.
Got some. And what's going to? I mean, Santa has already expressed sort of like some regret over these feet picks. How are you going to sacrifice them, and for what fashion?
The thing is like these brought some amount of concern to the big man, and so I would like to distribute them to a much greater world than they have known.
Of course.
And they won't live with me anymore, so they can't be my primary mode of currency, which is very unfortunate because boy, they buy some stuff. But now they'll be everybody's, and that's my real mission here. Is
Oh,
for
that's a
Christmas-
PR disaster.
for Christmas to belong to all of us.
We first have to ruin Santa.
We
and
do.
It's brilliant.
and give Tarragon an excuse to fire him.
I already had an excuse, but an extra one is always fun.
Now he'll never last in front of the board.
I am the
All right.
board.
All right, how are we going? What is a role that it's like rhymes with framing Santa for like illicit feed pig distribution? I think that's going to require a
This is a deep one.
I think this
Is it
might be a delve or a mend. I'm vibing with that.
Okay.
I think let's do a mend. Oh my god, what domain? On Santa, so I guess it would be.
I do have
Desolate?
a skill in mend.
Oh, then let's go for mend desolate, and this I feel is going to be a risky roll as well.
That's fair. Because I have a skill, do I get to add mastery to it? Is that how it works?
Let's see which.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? So you'll be rolling your 1d10 for the basic, 1d10 for mend, and 1d10 for, or rather, 2d10 in total. With a risky. I'm going to
Go.
say, if someone wants to help and take stress to help out, they can.
Okay, I'm gonna share my plan.
Okay.
I think to end this, we need to share the one secret that we have:
Feed pics.
the feed pics with
We must
everyone.
we must share them online. The train line.
The train line.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We have access to Santa's pathway. We can go that, like, we can share it if you're willing to spread it out.
I
across
have
all the
held
multiverse.
on to these for too long, and
You
who
have.
am I to hold
Okay.
such a treasure?
Arger, you saying that, you realize that the electricity that is running both your armor and the little train set that's going over your armor can power a mental internet long enough for these to be uploaded. I want you to roll 1d12 mind stress,
Yeah, that tracks.
and that will give
Tracks.
mastery to Twirligig.
Yeah.
This train track has Bluetooth. That's what's going on.
That's what we've learned. All right, let's get on
This is
track.
the power of
That's
Christmas.
That's 10 mental stress. 8
The
health,
power of
drain.
Christmas compels you.
That's a big chunk of mental. You like start like blood just start gushing out of your nose, and you start like singing Christmas carols very wrong. Let's have a
Jungle
follow-up test.
bells, all of Engong Day. Oh, how we go around and sue everyone out there. Oh, jungle bells, da-dee-da-da. Yes.
Somehow,
yeah.
you only take mind stress, or you take a minor mind fall. And I'm gonna say that you temporarily lose your technology domain.
Okay, that makes sense.
As you sort of you have to rewire most of your armor, toy, and also your brain electricity to sustaining an online environment. You also kind of like get glimpses of what internet in the heart would look like, and it's bad. The posts are really awful, and you kind of like have to take this. It's like sustaining internet is not that bad. It's like having to find out what goes on it. that's what breaks you down.
I don't know what this means, but I need to disconnect.
In that brief period, in that brief moment, Twirligig, add mastery to this roll and see if you can upload Santa's feed pic. No!
Ah!
Oh, I was rooting for you.
Oh,
no! I really was.
Can
First-
they distribute them? Can they try a third thing and distribute them just on the
Throw 'em.
ground? Just on the ground, Ringu tape style. Like
It's time to it's like dollars in the wind.
Mhm. I'm gonna narrate what happens next.
Yeah.
First, take D12, not a D12, D10 blood stress. You channel energy from this resource, sort of like sacrificing it in the process. You see it sort of like burn up and become digitized, become uploaded to like Arger's mind stream. Arger, you get like a flash flood of feed pics. You can decide if they do anything for you or not, but they just look like they have to go through the router of your mind. What happens?
Santa doesn't cut his toenails. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is so bad.
Here's the thing. The fallout that you'd expect doesn't happen. The feed pics get uploaded and everyone subscribes to Santa's OnlyFans.
Oh no. It made it
Did
more
they-
powerful.
And it has powered up Santa significantly. You see like where the beard has been cut off, it like regrows, retangles. The bark that is this guy's attentionless. The tree that is Santa becomes like rising up, bursting out of the subterranean cave, going all the way topside. And there's now a hole in the ceiling of where you're flying, you're trying to circling Santa, you're trying to approach it, and there's only up now where you have to chase him down before he can wreak more destruction. Topside.
Should we split up? Somebody deals with that, and somebody deals with the Yuletide crown thing that we're supposed to find.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know. Does the business solve that? I'm seeing there's so many footprints. I'm seeing so many feet pick. It's hurting my brain.
Well, first, I'm going to fire Santa because look at all of those things he just threw away. And second of all, those feet pick and the OnlyFans account is not really the face we want for Christmas. I'm sorry.
Did the OnlyFans come with the LLC, or is that a separate business?
I think it's Santa's second business, so we can keep doing that.
Okay.
That's fine.
And that's exactly. We don't kink shame.
No, I just thought you tried to, take the profits from that. But okay.
I can go for the crown because I cannot do anything directly to Santa anymore, so I can at least find something.
Okay. Fine.
All right. You see,
I'll
Elf on
try.
the Shelf goes like, "All right, so that was a disaster, but we wouldn't be able to do it any differently or powerfully. Garland, do you want to enter Santa's workshop with me and find that crown and destroy it together and free all the children?"
Garland reaches out.
Wait. Is it the crown's in the workshop?
Garland reaches out. Garland reaches out to Elf's hand. Sorry, and grabs and goes, "You son of a bitch!" And they
It's
do the "Let's do it."
The
Yeah.
Terminator, it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
muscles building,
yeah.
absolutely. Like this tiny little elf, it's like has no musculature to speak of, and it's like suddenly bulges, just like matches you in arm strength, and it's like,
Yeah.
Elf
But
on the
Chris-
Shelf from Health, motherfucker!
I mean, I own the workshop, so I could just rent you the crown if you want.
I think you still need to go get it.
Someone still has to go get it, and Santa's got a lot of loyalists.
They work for me now.
That doesn't matter. No,
They'll
one
be
works-
fired.
I'm fired.
No, you're not a Santa loyalist.
No,
You
it
can be
doesn't
vice
matter.
president of marketing.
Oh, for real?
Okay, but someone still has to find it. Like,
All right.
They Elf on the Shelf sort of like jumps out of the sleigh, and it's like there's a little parachute from his hat, and he like twirls down. Garland, do you follow?
Yeah, Garland follows, but just jumps down. Or no, I'm already outside, so I just
Mm,
yeah.
Yeah, you kind of like
Mm-hmm.
like fall backwards, parachute drop. As the rest of you, Tsunami Beelzebub, Arger, Tarragon, and Twirligig remain on the sleigh to pursue Santa topside.
Yeah. Are you coming with us to kill Santa Tarragon, or are you going down with them?
No, I need to talk to Santa so I can fire him.
Makes sense. Twirligig, you with us? Killing Santa?
I thought you'd never ask.
Yay!
I mean, just let me fire him before you kill him, because I don't want him collecting death insurance. Do you know how much that costs?
I did not.
No, I don't have any insurance.
Do
What's
you need
that?
insurance? Because I mean,
Not
I have
with
some
what I got
friends.
planned. Not with what I got planned.
Chirag, give me another delve roll, if you will. Let's see if you can
Mhm.
catch up fast enough.
We try. Delve plus Desolate.
This time it's Delve Haven.
Delve Haven. Risky or standard?
I'm gonna say standard.
Yeah, standard. We don't add anything to that, I don't think.
Nope.
So, all right, here we go. Roll. It's a failure. What was I doing well before? Oh well.
I'm gonna still let you roll your Delve die, but you're also going to roll. I think. I'm gonna ask you to roll D10 supply stress.
My Trailblazer says incoming stress raises die size by 1 step. Does that apply to you hitting me?
That is explicitly applies to it. So
it's D12.
It's a D12 supplies
Alright.
stress.
Okay. So 4 for my delve and D12 fortune, you said, right?
Yep. Give me 1 second.
Alright.
I lost 1 second.
All right, let's see what happens. Fortune. 4. We've lost Ruben. Hello.
All right.
We always talk
Yeah.
about people.
So how did your roll go? You got a 4?
well-
Sounds like
well,
you
I
didn't
got
get
a
it.
Yeah, I got a 4 fortune stress, so it could have been a lot worse. I'm not sure what that entails. I think that means I'm not getting lucky. Or maybe I got very lucky.
Yeah, you're not getting lucky.
Hi everyone. I'm currently fixing camera problems. Give me 1 second.
Catamaran.
fine.
Santa's trying to stop us.
Santa's invaded the stream.
He's in the internet.
The internet.
He's in the wires.
That's
He's
our
not-
fault that he's in the internet.
That
that
is
is
true.
actually, yeah. We,
That is
Yeah,
we
us.
thought
Santa came to find his mouth, his voice, if you will.
we
Mhm.
thought that would go better.
Okay.
Not at all.
Was this? Oh my goodness. We're doing it live.
Mhm.
We're doing it live.
All right, so Garland and Elf on the Shelf have landed in the snow, and we're running. Oh, cut back to the other people.
There I am. So
Santa tried it and failed.
you let's see.
I-
Take
I took
D12.
4. I took 4 fortune stress.
4 fortune stress. Cool. Did you roll fallout yet? No.
All right, let me do that. Fortune, fallout, roll 2 verse 6.
Take minor fallout. I'm gonna say you lose your delving tool in this attempt.
Makes sense.
So like describe to me actually how you're kind of like using your last like reserves really to chase after Santa, like follow him topside.
Yeah, so he's gotten like really big, like a huge tree breaking through topside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like getting close. I'm like going onto the tree. I'm like running around, pulling the sleigh behind me as I'm going in, and like roots are coming in. They're like slashing down and trying to avoid it. And then as I'm like getting closer up and up, like one nasty one just goes straight through my mage light rig, almost pierces my chest. And I'm like, if not for the rig, I would have died. But as I'm pushing it in, it has shattered the glass, of the rig, rendering it useless as it just like falls down to the side. But I gotta keep moving.
Beautiful.
Moving. Yeah.
Absolutely. Give me one last d6 to see if you breach. Oh no, wait, never mind. You already rolled 4 stress. So actually, you clear the delve resistance. So you're kind of like moving vertically. You're like running up the bark, with reins of the sleigh like still behind you, still attached to you, running like circularly, like a spiral up it, and you're just like gunning it and like bashing away like toys that are falling down, like debris that's falling down. And as you get closer, you hear like panic topside as Santa has decided a direct and also pervasive visit. Um, clear the skyline. You see for a moment everything is still, everything is silent, everything is snowing.
Mhm.
And just a moment, it seems that everything is peaceful because this is this not what Christmas is about? Of Santa visiting, giving everyone presents directly? Is that not the true meaning of Christmas? And then you snap back. It's like, no, that's not it. This is not the way. This is a weird way to interpret Santa bringing presents to everyone. It's not the way that should work for this world. And you kind of like getting close. You get the sleigh close to Santa, still powered by like the flight magic of Christmas. We cut to free falling Garland and Elf on the Shelf, sort of like barreling towards like the base of this trunk. Yeah, it's like just skin flapping everywhere. Doing like a parachute drop, crashing through the roof of what seemed to be like a root structure at the base, but like it is a full sort of like shaft filled with like self-fulfilling machinery.
Woof.
It's like instead of like where a factory would have like certain switches and pulleys and people like operating it, it seems that this factory is working on itself and also building itself and adding sort of like fuel to the Santa construct.
Wow, a self-help workshop. Incredible, Garland says.
Oh yeah, have you ever read the self-help books from Santa?
No, I can't say I have.
I have. They don't work.
Okay, well, something's working here, but there didn't happen to be like a description of where anything would. Well, no, that would be. It's inside yourself. There's something look like the brain or the heart here.
Give
Like-
me a hunt cursed, if you will.
Okay. You know, like
And then
maybe
standard.
the answer was inside of us all along. Is this standard?
Is a standard, yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
10. Oh my god. That's really, really good. So you look through this like this stacked I'm gonna say like the workshop is itself like hollow, and you
Mhm.
look up into like the bark where Santa would grow from, and it's like lined with um like spiral. It's like hard light reflecting images of like childhood memories spiraling and so like swirling and growing up. And the higher they go, the more you see that like this is getting so far away from like the original idea of what Christmas once was, like a
Mhm.
seasonal celebration, that it grows more and more monstrous, like as a
Mhm.
sort of like a carcinogenous extension of that idea almost.
Mhm.
You see that from like this base structure, the Yuletide crown is Santa. Whoever wears it or achieves it will become the next Santa.
All right. And Garland picks up Elf under the arm and just starts
Oh.
running up like this staircase structure as fast as they can.
Absolutely. You just like with Elf on the Shelf, just like under your armpits or whatever. You run up vertically. I want actually to. I'm gonna say this. I want all of you to make like a final roll that represents your final attack on Santa, your final say. And we're going to see how Christmas resolves. How
I'll go
about that?
last.
Okay, we've got Arger going last, but who wants to go first?
So I'm at the top of Santa, yes?
Yeah, so you're still like you're in the sleigh,
Uh-huh.
but you're so up close, and I'm gonna say if you want to like leap onto Santa, you can.
Okay, well, I just want to address Santa.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tarragon, for the first time, takes off his mask.
Ooh.
He looks Santa in the eye, pulls out a drink.
A classy
Dang.
drink.
Santa, your mismanagement has been catastrophic. I now own 100% of this Christmas company, and your services are no longer required. You're dismissed.
Like the red seed eye of the Santa like has a little chance to look at you before you like give the pink slip conversation essentially. Give me a compel cursed with mastery. With mastery, but it is going to be risky. And if you want, I can roll that for you. That's no problem.
Didn't work so well the last time you rolled for me.
I'm just offering. I'm just your good, well-willing GM. No problem.
So with mastery but risky, so 2d10 and then we remove one. Is that right?
Yeah, and just remove the second result.
Okay.
Or remove the highest, sorry. Ooh, that's a 4. But I think what happens, actually, you give this speech to Santa, and the like simultaneously we're getting like the inside shot like with Garland running up like the interior of the Santa, and the hard like these reflections, these memories all like slowly form and turn into various representations of Tarragon, sort of like solidifying their hold over Christmas. But we go back to like the sleigh and we see that Tarragon, your face is becoming more and more sort of like the garland thing you had is sort of like back, and it's like spreading really, really fast now. And Santa goes like, "What? I thought I was the sole owner of my workshop. I was a small businessman."
A hostile takeover.
So like retracts, and you see that the Santa looming over like the city of Derelictus lurches back and is sucked sort of like back into the hole where it's coming out of. You're rapidly transforming, but we're going to look at Tay. What do you do?
What is the status of Santa exactly?
Reeling back, though not yet defeated, still has some hold over the idea of Christmas through their OnlyFans.
Still has a hold on Christmas, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is why a gig is here. To have Christmas back. And I think since Santa is maybe in a unstable, toppling state, I would like to kind of just sneak around from the corner, from the side.
Mm-hmm.
Like not head on. This is not going to be brash. I think I was really ready to go out guns blazing on Santa's rosy red face, but I'm going to quietly slip in from the side. And we are going to do one of my minor abilities. It's only a small thing.
Oh.
It's called a King Demands.
King Demands. What does that do?
Well, once per session, you can demand that a target holding any item gives you that item, and they must obey. And Christmas is not an item, but according to this guy and the way he runs shop, maybe it is. And he has a really good hold on it. And so I'm just going to lay hands on him from the side quietly. Small little half human, half gnoll hands. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing I need.
All right,
Hand it over.
You attempt to like coax the Christmas itself from Santa. Give me a. I'm gonna say this is as you try to extract it, it's gonna be a delve or a sneak roll.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna say this is going to be a extract a delve occult.
And because Christmas is like a concept,
Mm-hmm.
probably what we're going for is like the crown.
Absolutely.
Just
Yeah. No, we're synced. Absolutely.
okay. Okay, occult. We are gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. That is a 6 success at a cost.
Let's collect it.
Let's collect it. Give me a let's say a D6 blood stress.
Oh no, I clicked the Fallout button. My bad.
All good. So that is 2 blood stress, putting you to 7. Roll that Fallout, please.
Oh my glob.
You take Fallout no matter what, but it's gonna be major. I see.
It's okay.
It's all good.
This is Gig's dream. This is for the fam.
Mm-hmm. You sort of like coax Santa and plead to its current form. It's like what you are right now, what you have turned Christmas into. I seek domain over it, and ownership. Seems to be the central idea here of like what is the meaning of Christmas, and your meaning of Christmas is that it is the Yuletide crown, and that it can decide who is worthy of Christmas, who is or isn't naughty. That simply has to be extracted from what you see before you, and you hold out your hands, and sort of like the seedbed head like pops off and falls into your hands, and because it's fucking heavy as shit, you kind of like hold it up and your knees just go just like shooting exploding knees almost as you like hold onto this like giant seedbed head. You see the sort of like red swirling Christmas inside, but at the same time the face of Tarragon like emerging ghastly like in there, taking root, taking hold already. There's so much Christmas happening already. What do you add to this Christmas?
I want to add to it that no matter what it gets twisted into, that it makes it to everyone finally.
My God, that's perfect. There's like a shimmer, like a color shift happening, as if it's been newly glazed over. There's I'm gonna say like without a sort of like head, without a central the seedbed, like Santa retracts even further. Garland, the inside sort of like retracts, and you see that the top is getting closer to you, and that the top actually has a little sort of like a little switch inside of it. Now, actually, I'm gonna say there's like a little snow globe at the top. It's like tied to, like taped to the inside almost. And we're gonna switch to you again. What do you do?
All right. Garland's running as fast as they can, but they're gonna grab Elf, look at him,
Mhm.
and then yeet them up towards the snow globe.
They actually give me a hunt roll. See how well you throw Elf on the shelf.
Run, Garland.
Hunt wild. There we go. No problem. Yeah, Elf on the shelf. And he sort of like his head just kind of like slow motion impacts against the snow globe. and like crushes it with its head. It like shatters, and what it does immediately releases the you like think back like this snow globe. Where do you recognize it from? It's the thing that Arger had in the last session. A thing like that, something that contains, like that showcases these different stages of components, right, in its development, but also containing a person inside. And that shatters, that is released, and all of you are caught in like this sudden storm of presence and snow as it like a tornado sucks you all back down into like the factory, deep underground. The sleigh gets like caught in it, and there's like you are drawn like underground. If you ever like if you've played like Dead Space, like what a drag tentacle does, like like all that. The four of you are sort of like lying in the belly, like you come to lying in the belly of this abandoned workshop, and in the distance there's like a red flickering factory light, and you see sort of like a single figure with a Santa hat on, made of pure shadow, walk towards you. Arger, what do you do?
I slowly get up in pain. Part of my arm is falling off. I look at the others, and I'm just like, I just want you guys to know, you guys are more than work friends. And I walk straight over to the guy in the shadow, hold my hand out like I did for the previous shadow, which was part of me. And then I just like pull on the last train on my chest, jump towards it, and activate last train ability, my Zenith ability.
Okay. Do you want to?
Yes, I do.
We all get to don our gay apparel for this one, folks. Please dress up as Chirag describes what happens next.
The last train arrives at your current position by the most direct and destructive route, destroying anything in its path. You are killed when this ability is used, crushed under the wheels of the train, riddled with strange energies, and cooked in your armor, or burnt out from the occult strain. Probably, maybe a bit of last, maybe a bit of the former. I might like the train, like I turn around, position the train that's on my chest as it grows huge. I basically crush underneath it as I get merged into the train, glowing with occult energy that comes shooting straight at Shadow Santa? I don't know. And it's just like going straight at them. Yeah, and
just collision, direct impact, trolley problem solved. An immediate like giant locomotive train appears like vertically, crushing both Arger and the Shadow Santa, driving both of them like deep underground, further down. And I think you keep like as you're being your armor holds on as you're being crushed, and you see like the shadow figure kind of like break apart, lose cohesion, like scatter through this pressure, and all this pressure and all that your armor's able to take, and this depth that you're sort of like arriving at, you're digging towards the heart. And as you sort of like emerge through a layer of the heart with a train, you see beneath you, far below you, you see what dreams are made of. You see a source of wishes. And you have about 3 seconds before that train is going to crush you completely.
Yeah.
Do you wish for anything?
I look at the shadowy Santa that's dying, discombobulating, and I take that whole time, I'm just like thinking, I didn't have a name. I named myself after you when I was an illiterate cub, so I could make an impact. I wasn't good enough on your list, and so I wish that I'm remembered.
Oh my God, you are conjoining with the desire of Twirlygig of the Christmas should be for everyone, and all this time you have been forgotten by Christmas. You You are not a name on the list. You never received a present. You had to chase after the meaning yourself. Came across a bunch of different answers. All you wanted was to be noticed, to be sent a Christmas card, to not have to write one yourself. And this final Christmas wish, like a dandelion blown out, you close your eyes as you feel your life just like fall into this wish, and you don't even notice the rest of the last train, like what's happening. Like you're gone. Inside with the rest of the crew, the factory lights, the flashing lights turns off, hall lights go everywhere, and around you, the self-working, self-fulfilling machinery grinds to a halt, unmakes itself, becomes unfixed from time, from its purpose, and becomes a single sort of like little input device of like anyone who has this little input device can decide what to do with Christmas. And this input device, Tarragon, you look at your hand, like it's there. Trilligig, you look at your hand, it's there too. Garland, you look in your hand, it's there. Elf on the Shelf comes to. What's this? And everyone in the world, all over the planet, suddenly has a little thing that lets them decide the meaning of Christmas. And with that, we're going to end our session. Woo! Thank you all so much. All right, let's do a little quick reminder of the giveaways, and then we're going to do wrap up. Enter a giveaway for the game that we're currently playing, Heart the City Beneath, ! Game giveaway, artisanal dice set. You can also get one of those, ! Dice giveaway. Very important, very cool. You can win that at today still. There's still time. And if you can still donate to War Child UK, please do. We will keep accepting donations until Sunday, so it doesn't have to be related to these streams. You can still make make a donation if you want. Thanks so much. All right, everyone, that has been a session. Please reintroduce yourself. Who were you? Who did you play? What's the feelings like?
I'm Chirag Nani, he, him. I'm a South Asian man wearing a red scarf. I played Arga Christmas, the Knoll, who just wanted to be remembered during Christmas times. Who doesn't? I had a great time. If you want to see me do more weird stuff, I do stuff with Daisies and Dragons, which I co-founded, and other streaming stuff. We've got a new podcast with Science and Sorcery and EUphoria. No, not Science and Sorcery. EUphoria with the Worldwide Wrestling from Dragon Meat. Yeah. And yeah, you can find me doing more stuff. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays and New Year's. Don't get crushed by trains.
Don't. All right, Jen, what about you?
Hi, yes, I've been Jen Vaughn, or I am Jen Vaughn, and I have been Garland, a reindeer Knoll Deadwalker. Loved every second of it. Thank you, Ruben, so much for this fun adventure, and thank you, my fellow players. This was so much fun. Also meeting all of you. You can find me at the Jenya on Instagram, Blue Sky, all those places. You can find my comics, TTRPGs, and video game work at Haunted Vault Studios, and some of my work on the DM's Guild or Drive Through RPG. Thank you so much. Loved every second. Popcorn, Christopher.
Hi, I'm Christopher Caldwell. He, they. I am a Black American science fiction and fantasy writer who lives in Glasgow. I was playing Tarragon Glassheart, the horrific, awful, greedy, selfish, Elfir, in Carnadine Priest. Yeah, 6 or 7 other things. and I really enjoyed it, and it was wonderful playing with everyone tonight. And if you want to read my work, I have 5 stories at uncannymagazine.com under my name, Christopher Caldwell, and I've got a debut collection of short stories coming out sometime next year from Neon Hemlock Press. Thank you, and last but not least, Tay.
Hi, I'm Tay, she, they. Whoa, I was Twirlygig Zizzlegrell, otherwise known as Gig Grell, the heart song half gnoll, half human junk mage. And I was on a holy mission to bring Christmas back to my village because it has been missing. Someone maybe stole it. We don't know. That's very conceptual. But maybe along the way, I had some, emotional intelligence evolution and realized it's bigger than that, and that Christmas should be for everybody. And now it is. Whoa, what a game. Ruben, wow. Almost got me at the end there. Oh my
Really?
god. It was Chirag. Like, oh my god, the train. I was like, damn, this is so beautiful. Whoa. And if you ever want to hang out, I live eternally on the internet in a podcast called Backwater Bastards. It's a sci-fi comedy improv show that's been alive for like 100 years now. Only 7, actually. And I play a human bear there who pretty much is like the same as Gig, but bigger. And like, yeah, probably would also love Christmas if that were real, but in space, something else. That's it. Bye. Ruben, take it away.
Wait,
Right.
also, I forgot to say, Aida, thank you so much for all the production work. I'm literally looking at you, and I didn't say your name. Sorry. And all the wonderful people at Euphoria. I know, Ruben, you were going to do that too, but since I listed everyone else, okay, bye.
Aida, again, thank you for the production work, and also Darcy, 2 producers who made all this possible. EUphoria is the collective that brought you today's art. Really, is a European-based just TTRPG community that really gathers talent from all over Europe and makes shows like this possible. And just like, yeah, I mean, if you enjoyed it, then stay in touch, I want to say, because it's always going to be this good. I've been Ruben, your GM, TTRPG enthusiast, cat dad activist in The Hague. You've heard it before. You can find me mostly on Blue Sky making vague posts on Urban Friend Den, and that's really all you have to know about me. Thank you all so much for being here, for participating, for watching this whole shebang go down. We've got some winners to announce. And receiving some live updates. All right, heart giveaway we're going to put on hold because there are not enough participants. We need to showcase this game system more because it is really one of my favorites. And if you want to win this, you should care about this. But hey, another time. And the dice winners, we're gonna make some noise for them. We're going to shuffle. And Lilith in the Wild, congratulations. Lilith, sorry. Lilith in the Wild has won artisanal dice set all the way from Leeds, UK. What? Imagine that. Coming into a Christmas stream, donating to a good cause, and then coming away with some handmade dice yourself. Can you believe it? Oh my god. Congratulations.
It's Christmas.
It is freaking Christmas, and it's the gift that keeps on giving. I hope you enjoyed the art that we did. I hope that you were moved by the very conceptual take on Christmas here. And I hope you keep rolling those dice sets forever until the future becomes night and the night becomes day again. Congratulations. So with that, I want to say to all of you watchers, to all of you future VOD watchers, to aliens in the realm beyond, thank you for joining in, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!
Bye!